Awesome.
And we're live. Welcome to this very special 50th episode of Beers with Bad Company. If you're a minor, don't drink on YouTube. It's against the law. Everybody else, bottoms up. Tonight, we got a couple of guests, and we're going to start off with my dear friend, Eric Roussin. Eric, how are you doing?
Not too bad. I'm pretty excited, actually, coming off that trivia win.
Oh, that was a big win. That was a big win. You came right in there at the last minute for that one.
Yeah. I didn't realize you weren't like a gambler to the point that you wanted to do the safe play.
I was actually really gambling that the South are dumb, which is the whole pretense of why we did this in the first place. And turns out I'm smart.
You are.
No, I would have gotten that one.
Yeah.
I've watched Talladega Nights far too many times not to get that one. But
and I agree. I do think you got the most correct answers.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and I would never argue with you.
Yeah.
So if you said it, it's probably right. That was good fun, though. That was good fun. That was a mixed bag of tricks, though. There was some tricky questions going on there.
Yeah.
But either way, now that we're on here, I want to hear about this event you're throwing.
So the Ottawa Open, this is an event. So I've historically done sort of in non-pandemic times, one tournament a year. So I really put all my eggs in one basket. And I want to try and put a good show together. Ottawa Open last ran in March 2019. March 2020 was looking to be the biggest ever. And then COVID hits, canceled within, 10 days to go. So it really bummed me out because, I planned this for 6-7 months. And I'm sure everyone who was planning on coming was bummed out just as much. So now with the restrictions easing this year, it looked like, okay, I might be able to make this happen. So I announced it earlier this summer, November 12th. Really looking forward to it. A lot of different incentives that I like to add to make the tournament appealing for people to come. So November 12th. What do you want to know about it?
Everything.
Yeah.
I love your events. I try to make them every time that you host them. They're always a great event, run really well. I like the little special things that you do, like that big old bank stack you got at the score table.
Yeah, well, I got hit pretty hard probably 15, 16 years ago. I tried a couple of big money events and they stung a bit. I lost quite a bit of money on those. And it's hard to do a money tournament that offers enough money to really attract people, so because of all the weight classes. So I wasn't interested in putting, $30,000 in prize money up. However, a lot of the incentives I have are sort of, they're variable in terms of what, if everyone cashes in on all the incentives, it will cost me a certain amount, but a lot of things, a lot of people won't cash in on. For example, any top 2 finisher in the open class, I will pay up for their entry to their provincial championships. I like to encourage people to compete. So anyone who finishes top 2 in the open division will get their entry fee reimbursed if they go to their provincials. If they win their class and they go to nationals, I'll reimburse their entry fee to nationals. And I've sort of most of the tournaments leading up to this, most of the Ontario tournaments leading up to this one, I've had draws for among the champions. People can win a free entry to my event. And yeah, the one interesting thing that you mentioned, the $5 per match thing, I thought that would be fun. Winners of every match sometimes they forget to report to the scorekeeper. So what I decided to do was every single win, when you report your win, you will get a $5 bill. So it's not huge money, but you win 5-6 matches per class. You might recoup most of your entry fee, give you extra money for food or what have you. And it's just a little thing extra. You might not win, you might not place in the top 3, but you win some matches, win some of your money back. So we'll try it out, see how it goes.
So basically, you're just bribing people to come report who won.
Well, that
so
helps
you can
too.
Keep the score table.
That's one of the advantages. Yes.
Yeah, I love that.
It's good for me and it's good for the puller. So
Yeah, you've done a few things like that where you offer prizes out for people that do more than one event kind of thing. Like, I remember I cost you a few bucks the one year when you were, because there ended up being 2 tournaments on the same weekend.
Okay, I can't remember. What was it?
There was the Sudbury Open. 1 second. Right, love you. So the Sudbury event, and then you had Beanfest, and they were both on the same weekend.
Okay.
So you offered an extra, I don't remember how much it was, but anybody that can win their weight class at the Sudbury event and at your event, if you could get first place in your weight class at both of those events with the same arm, you would make some extra money.
Okay.
I like that you do stuff like that because you didn't want to hurt attendance at either event.
Right. And then this year I'm doing the Canadian Trifecta Challenge again. So that means if you come to my event, pull in the open division and win your class, and then you attend your provincials, I guess next year, 2023 provincials in Ontario, Quebec, whatever province you're from, and you win a title with the same arm in the open division, and then go to nationals and win your class again, you'll win. If you're alone, if only one person does that, they'll win $1,000. So I will refund $1,000, and hopefully that'll pay your trip to nationals. If more than one person does it, then the pot is split. When I offered this in 2019, only one person was able to do it. So somebody did do it. Xavier Marchandon from Quebec. He had a really good year, and so those are the types of incentives I like to offer because it's a bit of a gamble. I like to gamble, so things might cost me a lot of money, but I might actually not have to pay out everything because not everyone's going to go to all these tournaments. So for those who do want to do it, they will get reimbursed.
I think you're going to be splitting that money between Pork Chop and Tyler Bolson.
Yeah, I would say those are really good bets. Yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
awesome. So that's November 12th.
November 12th. And the other big thing a lot of people like are the awards I'm getting for this year. So I got custom muscular bison trophies. These were like sculptures, the type that you've seen the bulldogs that Sean Hancock has. I think Louisiana
and the gorillas
State,
that Michigan always has.
Michigan has. So we all use the same manufacturer, but they're all custom designed. So I'm the only one who can offer the bison. So if you want to win one, you got to come win one on my tournament. It's top 3 in every class in the open division.
Now, how am I supposed to win one?
You're not going to place top 3 in the open division?
I'm reffing.
You're my backup ref. You haven't confirmed. You said you never told me you were, and you said you might have something going on that weekend. And
yeah, but you said I was reffing.
I can use you as a backup, but you know what? If I'm fine with refs competing as well, if it's not their class, you might be able to double up. But those awards are pretty expensive, so I can't unfortunately offer it to the novice and the grandmasters as well. However, that sort of incentive, most of these incentives are for the open division. I'm really trying to push people to, try your hand in the open division. I don't want people hiding in the novice. If that in between area that everyone's worried about between novice and open, I'm really hoping they will try their hand in open.
Well, those are the people that aren't looking at being good.
Right.
Yeah. If you want to chase winning an amateur trophy versus pushing yourself and seeing how much better you can get, that's on you. It's not for me. I'd rather lose to really good guys than have really easy wins. That's not a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
Now, this is another dude that could seriously rack in some money on that bet, on that trifecta.
Absolutely.
John, are you planning on coming to Eric's event on November 12th?
It all depends, honestly, what I have in super matches. I know I have a super match with Gaga in November in Vancouver.
Who's that?
I have no clue, honestly. He's a guy from he's a guy from Georgia, and there's not many.
Oh, yes.
Not many videos or any information on him, honestly. So
that's the
I'm
TAL.
gonna show up. Yeah, exactly, at the TAL. Yeah. So, honestly, I'm gonna show up there not knowing who I'm pulling. So I love it.
He's a Georgian. Show up ready.
Yeah, exactly. They're quick fuckers.
That's November 26th, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah,
2 weeks before that or whatever.
Yeah, a bit risky. Although
It's
the way John pulls, he wins so fast that he might not even get any build
just
up on his arm.
go to Ottawa, pull your weight class, then you can go to provincials and smack that, and then Eric pays for you to go to nationals.
Yeah.
There you go. I always say that I'm not going to make it, but pretty much every time I do make it to tournaments, so I'll probably end up in Ottawa.
That'll be fantastic. And you have Uncle John coming to do the MCing?
Uncle John's coming to do the MC. Scott McInnes is doing recording for Arm Sport videos. And there's still more announcements to come. I like to roll things out. So if you have any potential interest in coming to this event, like the Facebook event page, because that's where I post all the updates almost on a daily basis. I keep announcing things. So yeah, looking forward to it. With the way tournament attendance has been up this year, I think it's possible, if I count kids and everything, that this could be a 400 entry tournament.
That is just huge.
We'll see. It's a really good location, Ottawa, right with the Quebec and Ontario, and I'll be running 3 tables all day, nonstop. So
what's the venue?
Tailgaters. It's a 20,000 square foot
Nice.
pool hall / sports bar. It's really, really nice venue. Unlimited parking. My older venue was a much smaller place, and unfortunately they didn't survive the pandemic. So I needed to find a new spot, but this spot ticks all the boxes. So
that's awesome. And who do you all have reffing at this? Because you always got
so
I
have Dave Campbell, Rick Blanchard, Tony Brooks, Joe Gould, Craig Mitchell. Brian DeZormo is replacing Conrad because Conrad something came up, and Jeff Slater. And then you would be my backup if you are around, and you would be my backup.
I know how to ref.
Yeah, absolutely. you ref my last one, I think.
I've refed a few of your tournaments, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I showed up and got a little too drunk at one of them, and you said I'm not allowed competing at them anymore. Whatever.
Now you'll let him ref. Shit.
Well, yeah, but he won't let me drink while I ref, so whatever.
You made a big impression because I remember the bar owner specifically asked me if you would be competing the next year because he really liked you.
Yeah, he spent so much money there.
Yeah, that was a doozy. Yeah. I don't remember being there. Although I did almost get beat up by every single Quebec puller that was at the event in the parking lot afterwards.
Was that when you got beat up by Gobby, Evan?
Get out of here. Don't even talk to me like that. No, Alex Paquette, the Cashmans, Loic. Yeah. Apparently I was being rude to them inside. I don't remember.
Yeah. that was a tough tournament that year. That was a good level. And any Americans, I'm specifically thinking of the Northeast. If you want to see where you're at with sort of the top level Canadians, you won't get all the top Canadians at this event, but you will get a good cross section. And if you place top 3 in the Ottawa Open, you know that you're doing well because it's not going to be easy to get top 3 in this tournament.
Definitely not.
No.
Oh, you've had some pretty high level dudes pulling and winning at that event. It's always a good one. I can't wait for it.
Yeah.
Pork Chop's very first time on an arm wrestling table was at your event.
Yeah, the 2018 Ottawa Open was his very first tournament, and he won I have an award for like the breakout puller, which is just sort of someone who makes a big splash and really has a great day. And that was his first tournament, and he had some really good hook matches. So he was impressive. He tied Devin up slightly
Slightly. I was reffing that match. Yeah.
Yeah.
Devin just tried to hit hook through him, and it stopped. So his elbow just right off. He's like, nope, I don't want to be in there. And then he top rolled out of it in the next go. But him and Alex Paquette ended up in like a 35-second hook smash.
Yeah.
Just craziness. It was a good day.
And he's so strong right now. I don't know who could be who might be there who can challenge him because he's in shape. He's in shape.
I don't know. He's been really, really strong for the last like year and a half now. Like just crazy.
Still pulls the same way, but just got way stronger.
Mulvihill still beat him about a year ago.
Really?
Yeah, whenever I had our event here in the Valley,
Okay.
Mulvihill beat him a couple times.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I was surprised by that too. Curtis is just so incredibly strong, but Brandon just knows the direction to go that Curtis couldn't reach him.
How is Brendan doing these days?
I've missed him at the last couple of practices, just running a little bit late on my end, and he's so busy and he lives further away now. So He shows up and just stays on the table for like the first half hour, does not leave, just everybody cycle through, and then he heads out.
Okay.
So I missed him the last couple.
So there's also a kid on the way for him. Right. So like it changes a lot of things, right? Priorities changes for now. But then I think after his loss with Chance, he's going to come back a lot stronger. And he'll be ready to kill the next super match. Can't wait to see that. He
just pulled Artem Taranenko.
Yeah, true.
And he won that one. First round was really tough, but outside of that, he kind of walked away with it. But I know that he's not making as many practices lately, but he's not missing workouts at home. Like he feels as strong as he ever has. So he's still doing good. Now, Eric, did you watch John's Arm Wars match?
Yes, I did. Wow, that was a fun one.
That was fun.
It was fun because it's especially cool because you're going in there and no one knows you, or no, they and that's leaving a mark. I
love being the underdog.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and just the way like those first 4 matches were pretty decisive.
Now, you being the historian, when's the last time Frodo got handled like that?
Oh, I don't know about that. I wouldn't be able to answer that offhand, but it doesn't happen very often.
I don't recall anybody just going right through Frodo inside 4 straight like that.
Yeah, in a super match. Yeah, I can't think of one. So it probably hasn't happened. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I was definitely happy with the win. I was going there not knowing if I could even do anything with those guys. So being able to get the win was definitely a great achievement, because I would have been happy just being in a match with him. So yeah, that was great.
Yeah, when I saw the teaser of that, and it was just used to buried into that hook and you guys working a little bit and then it cuts out, I'm like, oof. Now I got to see this match, because Frodo's a tough dude to get tangled up with,
Yeah, 100%. And I learned that the 5th match, after I won the 4 matches, my head wasn't 100%. There for the 5th match, I was all happy I won. Right. And I took him a little lightly, and he just fucking killed me after. So he's definitely a strong dude, and you have to go there and be 100% ready for him.
Yeah, I'd be laying down the 5th and 6th matches in that format when you've still got another super match to go.
Yeah, exactly. See, I thought the Iron House is pretty fucking nuts, to be honest. Like in between the match, I think I had like maybe half an hour before my next match. It's not out yet, but you'll see. So it definitely tests your endurance big time.
So you had to go against the winner of Coach Ray versus
Tom
Holland.
Yeah.
And those are two bad dudes as well.
Which was also an amazing match.
But that one's not out yet.
Yeah, no, it's not out. But all matches were pretty crazy, honestly. So
yeah, Neil did such a good job at setting up these matches. Like, it's hard to match someone up like you, where he doesn't have that much data.
No,
but
exactly.
It ends up being so. It's phenomenal matches.
And there's no, like I said, there's no bad matches. Like every match there's battles. He's very good at it.
Yeah.
Neil does his homework. He talks to guys from the different areas. Like, what do you think this guy's at? What level? And, JT and Frodo looked like a really good matchup to watch.
Mm-hmm.
They both like that inside style, but John's fast, where Frodo's a lot more bare shoulder and drag this on and smile at everybody the whole time.
Yeah.
You know, I think Frodo likes the long matches just so he has more time to show off that smile.
But even like just chilling with the guy, like off the table, like the guy cannot just stay serious. Always has a smile on, even during a conversation. It's pretty intense.
He seems like a really fun dude to hang out with.
Oh,
Eric,
for
you
sure.
got anything else coming up? Are you competing anytime soon?
My main focus, I'm doing a lot of grip these days. So the biggest grip contest in the world is coming up that I'm leading. It's the International King Kong Grip Challenge. That's October 29th. That's international.
Is that the medley one?
No, but it's run in 30 locations around the world on the same day, and then we compare scores. So we get to compete with the Ukrainians and the Russians and the Finns and people around the world. So for that,
But everybody from around here is at your house doing it, right?
So the people who live close to me are coming to my venue. Yeah, there's a venue out in Saskatchewan as well, and there's probably about 15 venues across the U.S. And then you compare the scores, and then you see how you fare. So I'm all in on that, and then I'm going to the World Grip Championships in December in Vegas. So
Nice.
that's my main focus this year. Arm wrestling's taking a backseat, and unfortunately, it's affected my performance a bit. But we'll see. We'll see what I decide to do next year.
So when's the last time you pulled? I seen that you pulled in Vegas and you did pretty good there. If I'm not mistaken.
I pulled at provincials. I got fourth left in provincials, and then I went nationals. I got second in the Masters, but I can tell based on how my matches are going that I'm nowhere where I was, a few years ago, and it's a little disheartening. And so I think I could get back if I devoted the attention to arm wrestling. I'm doing so well in the grip stuff that's really taking my focus right now.
But a good thing is, if you lose at arm wrestling, you have the grip to choke the guy out after if you lose. So.
Yeah.
So what's your goals with your grip strength? The next competition?
I want to win King Kong, and I want to win the Worlds in my class, and I think I have a good shot. So I've been having a really good year this year. I won nationals. I won another international thing, arm lifting super series. So it's going very well. I'm trying to finish off the year in style and hopefully win those two.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So I missed a super chat here from Living Hints. Don't even talk to me like that. I don't know. Did I say that? Is that like a quote or something?
About the Gobby, maybe.
Oh, yes. There was that Gobby thing. Don't even talk to me like that. That was bullshit. I don't like that guy. He's not going to be at your event, is he, Eric?
I don't know. He's traditionally come to that event, so we'll see, I guess.
You think he's going to come this time?
I don't know. I would think he'd want to, but I don't know. I don't know. Has he competed this year? I don't know.
I thought he quit arm wrestling whenever I threw him away. I kind of removed him from like the space-time continuum one day, and then he quit.
Oh.
But that's his fault.
I'm pretty sure he quit Facebook at the same time.
I know I got blocked immediately, but he doesn't want to talk to me anymore. But whatever, he's a jerk.
I wonder why.
Look, he started it. Like, he pulled my hair. It was rude. Why would you do that? I was trying to be nice. No, we just can't be friends with people like that. That's all. I doubt we'll be seeing him there.
Nah,
but just in case we do, you do have rather strong walls, right? Well, if I'm going to be reffing, I'm a little bit bigger to hit a wall that hard.
No comments, eh, Eric?
No, Eric's just thinking, Evan, you better behave at my event. You're reffing. You're not allowed to get drunk and into fights with people at the bar. Like, at all? Or like after 9 when the kids leave? Is it okay then?
Brett was starting to have a fun time last time. I remember.
At your event?
Yeah.
Is that because he won?
Yeah, he wanted to pull Alex Paquette at the end, and he was really he wanted to pull. He wanted to keep pulling, but and it didn't happen. But
well, yeah, the refs didn't even let him have his final match. They disqualified his opponent.
Oh, did they? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Oh, was that you and him?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't even know why I got disqualified. Something about not listening to the ref and cheating in the setup, and they're like, you know what? We're not even dealing with your drunken ass right now. You lose. Brett wins. Fuck it. Like, is that even a rule?
Well,
apparently it is there. I did rewatch the film of that match. Now, I thought I was just like cheating a little bit off a center. I rewatched the match, and I'm like trying to start here. Like, oof. Yeah, okay. I should have been fouled out of that. That's for sure. Wouldn't have mattered anyways. He was. I can't beat my little brother. Like, I just can't do it. Now, I can beat a lot of guys that beat him, but I can't beat him. He just crushes me.
So beer drinking, can you win? Or he?
Are we talking speed or volume?
So he got you on the speed, but you've got him on the volume.
No, I definitely have him on the speed. I'm pretty fast.
Because the last time I've seen him, they had to carry him to the car because he could not walk anymore.
That happens. Well, I'll tell you this.
That was at your event.
I went, I've been in the bush for the last like 4 days in the middle of Algonquin Park. And I watched Brett crush a 66er of spiced rum in like 3 hours.
No shit.
Yeah. He just mixed it with Grape Crush and, those hard root beers? So it's like vodka and root beer already in a can. And he just mixes that with spiced rum and drank the 66er.
No shit.
He did fall asleep at the bonfire, and he just reached up and held on to the rocks to keep warm. It was a good time.
Evan, I got to cut out. Thanks a lot for having me on. I enjoyed the trivia on Devin's channel. Good seeing you, John, and congrats again on your win. Eric. And hope to see you guys in a few weeks.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Thanks for joining my trivia team. It was a pleasure having you there. Help me whoop the shit out of the stupid ass South. We might have to set it up again. And anybody that's just tuning in, November 12th, Ottawa Open. Eric's running an event. Always a good time. Make it if you can. Thanks for coming, Eric.
Thanks a lot. Bye, guys.
All right. John.
What's up?
The fuck? You killed Froda.
I did pretty good, I think.
I like watching that video. Like, you see, as soon as you grab him and you start talking to him, like, you're going to see, like, just in 20 seconds, you're going to find out. I'm going to wipe that smile right off your face.
Honestly, I forgot all the trash talking I talked until I rewatched the video. And I'm kind of proud of myself.
Hilarious. Oh, man, these people in the chat are being silly. That Roy Baker guy, I don't know if you watched the trivia that we just did on Devin's channel.
So I caught the end. I was outside and I caught the end. I guess my accent's pretty fucked up from what I've heard.
Did you not know that you had a French accent? I'm sorry.
I know, but I
didn't mean to like break the news to you in a rough way.
No, so I think what's fucked up, like on the Arm Wars, well, first of all, I'm not used to of speaking in front of cameras and shit, like 20 cameras just staring at you. So like it made me even more awkward than I usually am. And then just keep in mind, I was roommate with the guys from Mississippi for a whole week, chilling with guys from England. So I just picked up everyone's language and made it like a fucked up accent. It worked out freaking amazing.
I don't know. I thought you sounded kind of like what you normally do. Just you got an accent. That's all. Like you.
Oh yeah.
French was your first language, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
So your people are they hear it, But
yeah, but it's a very different French accent. Like if I go to Quebec, I can't even understand what they're trying to tell me half the time.
No, and you wouldn't be able to speak to people in Paris.
No, absolutely not.
No, you guys up there in that northeastern Ontario, it's all like Franglish. half English, half French, 3/4 stupid. Like nobody understands that unless you speak that.
Exactly.
It's its own language. Okay, I got one more super chat coming in here.
Yeah.
Living Hints once again. Space-time continuum. What we are. Be respectful with drinking. I will. I like to drink. Roy, you should take up drinking. Apparently, it makes you smarter.
Yeah, it must. I'm really crushed. I'm disheveled. I'm downtrodden.
There was 400 people that watched you get crushed. I understand.
I'm crestfallen. However, let me say, Mr. John, great win. And I was not saying anything. I meant no disrespect about your accent. I just wondered if you were from Canada.
Worries.
No, I mean, like, because you don't sound like Beer Man. And I know Canada's a big place. I mean, I know that. And I know, like, if French was your original language, that you probably have a different accent. I was just literally, I was not sure if you were originally from Canada or not. That was just my question.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, no worries, dude.
Hey, but good win, man.
All the time.
Big win.
Thanks, man.
Very impressive. I mean, like, I like they were saying on the show, I don't think I've seen anybody beat Frodo like that. I mean,
and see, like, I think I got a little lucky with the endurance part. Like, that's definitely one thing I'll have to work on because, like, you've seen the match, like the 5th match and the 6th match, he pretty much dominated me. So, like, I'm not sure if it's just I didn't really care after after I won, or I just totally shit the bed. So that's definitely one thing I'll have to work on.
There's no way that you don't have like a big sort of letdown after you go 4-0. You're kind of like, well, I just won, right?
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, you don't have the venom just to really go in like you did before, right? I mean, you're just kind of like you're almost like you're wanting to celebrate. You're like, why do I have to do 2 more rounds?
Exactly. I think they just want to make the show last a little longer. But what an amazing job they did. That James guy putting on all the show together. He just makes it so interesting to watch. Like even myself, I was the one polling, and I just found it so amazing what he managed to do with the video. So props to him.
Yeah, I think the production value on the Arm Wars stuff is really high. Obviously, it's a little bit different. I think it compares. I think it compares to the WAL stuff that they used to put on. You know, I mean, it's obviously they're doing something a different approach with it, but just the production value of it looks really good.
I agree.
Yeah, I love Arm Wars. I think it's awesome. And to go back with what you guys were saying, that trying to get in that zone and get aggressive and all fired up when you've already won the match for round 5 and 6. It's almost like the difference between competition and practice.
It's
you know, I get my ass whooped all the time in practice. Well, you saw me when we were out there in Alberta.
Oh yeah,
I spent like 2.5 hours straight on the table. I got my ass kicked by every single person from Alberta that day after my super matches, and then they called my name up for the tournament. Like, well, what the fuck? I was just losing to a 12-year-old, and I got to go pull Len Houghton right now? Are you crazy?
Yeah.
And then I go up there and I give him a hell of a match, you know, because you're fighting for all of that other shit, and it's not the same thing.
It's not.
Another big super chat in here from Living Hints. If we as Canadians ever decided to defend everyone, the defended would thank the Canadians. I'm not understanding this.
That was a lot of defending.
If we defended everyone, the defended would thank the Canadians. Oh.
You know,
wouldn't everybody be the defended then?
He could be right. I mean, if he defends,
so just everybody would thank the Canadians. Is Canada strong enough to just like implement world peace just like that by defending everyone at the same time?
No.
I'd say that nobody wants to beat up the Canadians except some people have met me.
I think the McKenzie brothers would be able to institute world peace.
I don't know who they are.
The Strange Brew, you ding dong.
What?
Strange Brew. Strange Brew. Bob and Doug McKenzie. Take off, you hoser.
I don't think I know them.
We just talked about it like a week ago.
I did?
Yes, the Strange Brew, the movie. McKenzie brothers, Rick Moranis, and Dave Thomas.
How many beers did he have before?
Dave Thomas, is that the Wendy's guy?
No, different Dave Thomas. We talked about it. Me, you, and Uncle John talked about the movie Strange Brew with the Canadians. Take off, you hoser. I'll steamroll you. You don't remember that?
No.
You acted like you had seen the movie. You said you loved the McKenzie brothers. So
nothing.
Okay, let's hear it for multiple personality beer man or blackout beer man. What the
Strange Brew, man.
Yeah. Hamlet. It's got the Hamlet theme.
Look at Jelly Donut. Take off, you hoser.
Yeah.
I know who the fucking McKenzies are.
We found a live rat in our beer,
Well, it's just a baby mouse, In the little stubby bottles. So doesn't that mean you gotta like give us like new cases?
You know who did the voice of their dad in the movie when he said, "Your kid stole that beer." You know who that voice was?
I do not.
It was Mel Blanc that did Bugs Bunny.
Really?
See, that should have been a trivia question earlier. Damn it.
Yeah, you might not have sucked so bad at trivia. Bro, you talk so much shit. Are you on this right now to one, tell John Therrian how awesome he arm wrestled at Arm Wars, and two, apologize for all that shit you talked to me?
Well, let me just say this. That was round one. There shall be another battle.
Oh, you're one of those sore losers that says, 2 out of 3, 2 out of 3.
No, you won. Y'all won. Hey, y'all won. I think
you're not here to apologize for all the shit you were talking about, how bad I was going to get stomped.
You don't want me to apologize.
I mean, I wouldn't if I was you. But I mean,
okay, well, I won't then.
And you're you. You look like a sore loser asshole for it. I am a sore loser asshole.
Look, I did the job. I was Harley Race putting Ric Flair over for the title. All right.
Oh, that's what it was?
Yeah.
Oh. So you're that much of a sore loser, you're making excuses. I wasn't even trying.
No, I didn't say that.
Sound like John Therrian talking about round 5 and 6. I wasn't even trying.
I was trying, man. I did my best. I did my best, and you won. You were the better man, beer man.
I know.
I mean, like I feel suitably chastened, and I might kill myself later today.
Can you do it live?
Yeah.
I mean, nobody's going to believe you did it unless we see it. So, John, what's up next for you, buddy? I'm going to stop picking on Roy for a little bit. Not long, but a little bit.
So I'm pretty sure at the end of this month at UMish tournament in Toronto.
The Freedom one?
Yeah, so I got a super match versus that Mason kid from Vancouver.
Mason?
What's Mason Jarocious?
Rose?
Yeah, probably, yeah. So he just did good at Worlds. He won the youth class and he got 5th right-handed in the senior class.
Yeah.
So I
his dad used to work with Devin, I think.
I have no clue, but yeah, I'm super excited to try his. I have a super match with him left hand, and then he's pulling Alex, the Georgian kid, right-handed. So
yes, young Georgian right hand. So
yeah.
I like that match because I think you're still quite a bit too much right-handed for him.
Yeah, left hand.
He's still a kid, and your left hand's kind of shit.
Yeah, it is.
Like you're living proof on why you don't get tattoos.
No, exactly. You
get tattoos just drain all your power. You think that the one that looks cool is going to be the strong one. Nope.
That's exactly what I did. At least it looks good while I'm losing, right?
Now, which hand do you drink your teas with?
The right hand. I do everything with the right hand.
So that's why. I think it's the booze that makes your right arm strong. It's all those curls.
God damn it, eh?
Man, start drinking some of those teas left-handed. You might win a match.
I'll work on that. I'll work. Shit.
So they couldn't find you a match down in Texas.
No, so they tried. So basically, like I told David Kotlow, get me a match with anyone ranked above me in North America, and he tried. I have like big respect. He actually tried, and
Nobody wants
the
it.
the only guy that agreed to a match was my God, what's his freaking name? Luke Kent. But
It's an awesome
supposedly, yeah, it'd be an amazing match. But like, I guess he was asking too much, so they said no. So basically, that ended.
He priced himself right out of the match.
Yeah, pretty much. Fuck Texas. I have a.
After watching what you just did to Frodo, I'd be pricing myself out of that match too.
So, but from this morning, I think it's Ben messaged me from Kentucky.
Crabtree.
Yes, yeah. What's that, sorry?
Ben Crabtree.
Let me check. Too many names lately.
Yeah, it's Ben.
Okay, so I know. So he set me up a match. He's going to get me down to Kentucky in January 27th.
26.
Against, yeah, something like that. Against, so I'm pulling at Brandon Simpsons at 176.
Who the fuck's that?
Maybe Bart's sister or Omer's brother.
Is he any good?
I'm pretty sure he's ranked somewhere top 10 North America. So
he's ranked above you.
Or under me. I'm not sure. I'm just going basically for a nice trip. Cheap trip.
Yeah.
Go crush some arms.
I know he wanted me to get down to that event too, and he wants Devin at the event. We've been talking several times, but I'm going to Ireland like 2 weeks before that, and I think I'm hanging out with Marcus for a bit while I'm down there, so I'm not just like flying to Ireland, arm wrestling, flying home. So to go for however long I'm in Ireland, then come home for a week, and then go again is an awful lot of travel for me.
So who are you pulling in Ireland? A super match or
Shield Maiden? I don't know, some dumb chick. No, Paul Maiden's actually used to be a really good arm wrestler. He did arm wars against he beat John Milne.
Nice.
You know? So he was definitely serious at one point. Just not now. Now he's just a fat asshole. Like worse than me.
So is that why he's putting him against you? Or?
I guess. You know, it's the battle of fucking fat assholes. You know, the has been against the never was.
Yeah, but you're not near as fat as you once were, Beer Man.
No, but I'm not anywhere near as fat as I could be soon.
It's true.
And I can work awfully hard to get fat.
I can't believe I'm talking to the beer man, the water man at the same time. That is so wrong.
Is Roy the waterman?
I think so. What's in your glass?
That's Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Oh, okay. So it's not waterman.
No,
no, that's good beer. I like PBR.
Hey, I got a question. I got a question for you, Mr. Therrian. If you can answer this, or if you've been sworn to secrecy, I'm okay. But they don't ever say this about Arm Wars. But do they make you guys weigh in? Do you weigh in before you go, or no?
No. So there's no weigh in. So basically, like it's middleweight. So like if you're anywhere between like near dead weight, you're into a match. So like it's not. They don't weigh in. I came in, like I'm usually walking around 180, 185. I managed to eat a lot and get up to 190, which I still think I was on the low side of the weight. Some guys, well, they look a lot heavier, but I guess, again, it's just you have to kind of guess because you don't know anyone's weight, right? So,
right.
But it's all guys that make that same weight class. For events that they have to weigh in, they just don't make you cut or weigh in for this one.
I like that. I like not having to cut weight.
Exactly. So the way Neil works, it's mostly skills over weight class. Look at Mendagas Therasitis. The guy can pull at 165, And yeah, he comes to arm wars and crushes guys. Like he's been doing good in the past at arm wars.
Don't be giving away any secrets there, John.
No, I'm just saying. Like I've seen him a lot, like compete, and he's wrecking guys way heavier than him. So
how do you think you would do it, Mendogas?
Honestly, I have no clue. I think he has an amazing, strong hand, which would be super hard to keep inside. I'd have to try, honestly.
Would you try to hook him? Would you try to hook him?
That's all John does is try to hook everybody.
You try to hook him?
I didn't have the chance to.
No, but would you
pull with him?
If you pulled Mendogas, would you try to hook him?
I would definitely go in my hook. That's where I feel confident. My hand's strong enough.
It's not try to hook him. I would definitely go into my hook.
Yeah, I'd go in my hook. Yeah. And
so,
I think
there you have it. That's JT. Now I'll translate for him because his English isn't that great. That's JT telling everybody right here, right now, it's go and hook, and he's smashing the fuck out of them.
There you go.
At least the first 4.
I'll go right through him.
If they can't low hand top roll out of it, then you got them, right?
No, exactly. I think I would need to be faster than him to get in my position, like I did with Froda, and then try to cancel because he's super good with the top roll, right?
Yeah.
So I'd have to cancel that hand out. So like I don't put myself out of the match. It would definitely be crazy, a crazy battle. Probably more than Froda. So like maybe it's a future match. I have no clue, but it could happen one day.
So you've got the Georgian dude coming up in Vancouver.
Yes.
And then you've got Bart Simpson's sister in January.
Yeah, correct.
Then you're probably going to the Ottawa Open and you're doing Umesh's Freedom event. Have you ever been on a Freedom table?
No, I haven't, honestly.
Just take a normal arm wrestling table, get rid of the hand pegs and pin pads and elbow pads.
So but, it's just fuck the guy.
Do yourself a favor and practice that shit. It's not the same thing.
No, I believe it. It's
the way that you can move your body around a table when you don't have to constrict just to that 7x7 pad. You can get your shoulder in behind from a lot of angles that you wouldn't expect.
So I guess it'd be.
Go ahead.
So I guess it'd be a big advantage for someone that has a lot of side pressure because you can basically move all over and just drag the guy right across the table.
Right. So, but to pin him, there's no pin line. It's not that.
True.
So you got to touch the wrist to fingertip somewhere in there.
On the table.
To the tabletop.
Or hold them off the table.
For a 3 count.
Yeah.
Right. So the thing is, if you can't finish it with a top roll to get their hand to touch down, it's going to be like that high school arm wrestling on the cafeteria table where you got a dumbass that sits there with his arm all the way down. My hand's not touching yet.
Yeah. No shit.
But now it's within the rules, you know?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
But as you try to do that side pressure, just drag him off that side of the table. He doesn't have to worry about keeping his elbow on that pad. Almost anybody can lat drag hard enough to bring their hand back into bounds. Right? That's where you got to kind of capitalize on him giving everything up just to drag it back in to be able to come over the hand and touch it to the tabletop.
Makes sense.
Yeah, what's the video
the trip
of Devin?
Up. I got a Freedom table right here.
Did you see the video of Devin and Alex Cardecchia doing the Freedom table?
I did not.
I haven't.
Yeah, watch that. It's a pretty good video. I mean, because they're fooling around and cutting up, but I mean, like, it's got the little button like you mash on the side, like if you're both ready, if like you both consent to the go, like you mash the little button.
Oh, okay, no shit.
Yeah, it's pretty good video to learn about Freedom.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'll definitely watch it because, like I said, I don't even know what the table looks like.
It's an arm wrestling table with a padded top, and that's it. There's no elbow pads, pin pads, hand pads, nothing. You can just move anywhere you want.
If you think about it,
it's actually a match between BLM and Devin. Somewhere on YouTube, where Mulvihill gives Devin he gives him a rough time.
Just because it's so different, right?
Right. And, you know, Brendan being young and fast, he's able to just move around the table all he wants. And it was a good match.
Yeah, no shit. I'm excited to try it, honestly.
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good.
And then another event I might be thinking of going. It's at the end of this month. King of the Table in Dubai.
Oh shit!
Do you think that'd be worth it? Worth the trip?
I don't know what it costs to get there.
It's not too bad, honestly. It's probably cheaper than going to England.
But motherfucker, you showing up at that, that's gonna fuck up a lot of people's days.
See, that's the plan.
No, I'd love to see you head out to that one.
Oh, I think it's 180.
Are you gonna like stop just running to random events and actually schedule out a training regime so you can peak for an event?
So we just bought a new house, and I finally have room to put some weights in.
So you just bought a new house with that old ass wood paneling?
It's a new old house. I still have to flip it, so that's why I do.
It's new to me.
Exactly.
No, I know. You buy houses, you got to renovate them, and you do it all on your evenings and weekends while working full time, so that you can sell these houses, so you can afford to go to arm wrestling events.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So that leaves no time for weightlifting. So I'm very excited to get some gym equipment and start lifting weights.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So we're going to be seeing the bigger, badder JT coming out very soon.
Yeah, no, exactly. So hopefully I can gain some weight. I'd like, if I'm re-invited to the Arm Wars, March 23rd, 2023, hopefully I can walk in there near the 200 pounds, which would make a huge difference. It'd be 10 pounds heavier than I was. So
as long as it's not just fat.
No, exactly. I walked up in there at 190, which was 10 pounds heavier than I usually walk at. And I had a belly on me, so it was not good weight.
And we just got another super chat in here from Living Hints. Public support, freedom arm wrestling is to be done. At 150 pounds, I can take a 300-pound man down, freedom or standard.
Sign him up.
Yeah, let's go. Ottawa. No, Toronto.
At 150 pounds, beating a 300-pound man is one thing. Beating a 300-pound man that does this as well is very, very different.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Totally different.
Can you beat 176-pound John Therrian though?
I'm going to say no. No. Not based on how he looked against Sproda. No.
Roy, could you beat John Therrian?
Maybe with a baseball bat.
What about a trivia?
Well, I'm starting to doubt that as well. Probably not, actually.
Well, that's the thing about us Canadians. We just don't sound very smart.
Yeah. You're deceptively smart.
No,
I mean,
we're just polite.
If you think about it, Beer Man, you had an advantage. You went to high school until you were 22.
26?
26?
Man, high school was the best 17 years of my life.
What's high school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's so like from grade 8 on, you stopped like 8 grades before that.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah. So, but realistically, the only thing you ever learned in school that's important is in kindergarten, and that's, you know, how to share and some manners.
and don't eat paste.
I must have been sick that day.
Yeah, I think you've eaten a lot of paste or either wood chips or paint chips. I think
you've eaten a lot of fucking lead chips, you dumb fuck. That's why you lost. Roy, how would you try winning before talking to me like that?
Okay.
You're going to try it?
I'll try.
Maybe try entering like some like preteen trivia contest first, you know, like
smarter than the 5th grade.
Yeah, are you smarter than a 5th grader? Yeah.
Yeah, get yourself some of those what are those matches called where you beat up shitty people? Tune-ups. Get yourself a tune-up fight.
Can crusher. Crush some cans.
Yeah, some soup cans.
Yeah.
John.
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm half fucking pinned, and I just want to ask about fucking Arm Wars. And you're half pinned, and you're probably going to answer, so I shouldn't ask.
No. Can't fuck that up.
Do you know
I'm
whenever the next round is coming out?
So we have no fucking clue when the next matches are about to come out.
The Coach Ray Tom Holland one.
I have as much knowledge of when everything's coming out than you do.
Well, James Statham was in the chat earlier.
Yeah, he was.
Who was in the chat, sir?
James Statham.
Okay, yeah.
He would know.
He would know 100%.
Wonder if he's still there. Because I want to know what's next. I just want to see your next match at it. You're probably fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not allowed to answer. I get it.
He didn't look like he didn't put a lot of damage on his frame in that match. Didn't look like. However, you don't know. I mean, it did look that way, but that may not be the way it was.
I don't know what you saw, but I watched him run through somebody easily.
Yes.
4 times.
Yeah.
Right? And then in the 5th and 6th time, he could not do it. So it looked like John had some abuse put onto his arm.
And just keep in mind, whoever I'm pulling against, Tom or Coach Ray, they're both crazy guys.
Yeah, they're both fantastic.
So, like, any way possible the match could have been, I think it would have been good matches all the way around. So, like, keep waiting for the matches. It's going to be interesting.
I can't wait.
So
I can't wait either. It's hard not to say anything. So that's one thing that I hate about Arm Wars. You can't say shit, but it's worth it when it does come out. So
yeah, because everybody matches up so differently. See, Tom pulls a lot like you do.
yes,
And
and he's
very
super
fast with that.
super
Where Ray is going to be throwing that shoulder right in the way.
Mhm.
I can't wait to see it. I love what they're doing over there. I mean, it's not as cool as what Marcus is doing over in Ireland, but you know, whatever.
I want to see a match. I want to see John and Tom Holland just go into a hook and just see who can hook who. Like that.
Well,
I want to see that.
I would wager that Tom tees off first, and then John lights him up.
I like two hookers going at it. Like that's a good.
Yeah, you seem like that kind of guy.
Who
Costs you a
doesn't
little
like
extra, but whatever.
No reply.
I don't understand what this guy keeps trying to tell me to say.
Say arm gods, beer man. Say arm gods.
What?
Is that what you talking about? McPhee saying arm gods?
Yeah.
Beer man?
So that promotion that Marcus Thompson's working on, I think he's working with Paul on it. So I don't really want to say it because fuck Paul. But I like Marcus, so I guess I'll say it. Yes, Arm Gods. Check that shit out. They got their website going, and they got it coming up. You know, pay attention to Arm Gods. Those guys are going to be pulling up some fun shit in the future for sure. I am going to whoop Paul Maiden's fucking ass, and I'm going to make a show of it. I'm not letting him out of here easy.
What is the date for that match? What is the date?
Yep. You are correct.
All right.
I also would like this answer.
So it's to be announced.
Yeah, they were trying to figure out a date that works best with everybody. So could be January 14th to February 4th, I think. Anywhere in there. I would like to know a date so that I can get flights booked before they get expensive.
Yeah. Further out you can do that, the better.
Yeah. So
But flying out of Canada, it fucking sucks how expensive it is.
Sometimes.
You have to book well in advance. If you wait till the last minute, it's stupid expensive. And her money sucks, so you have to keep that in consideration.
What kind of money do they have? Is it like real, or they still use like those old copper coins and shit, or what? I mean, their fucking neighbors still wear skirts.
It's a kilt.
Same thing. Yeah, it's a fucking kilt, and it's called a sporran, not a purse. No, it's a skirt and a purse. Fuck off.
I have
It's not a
several.
purse, it's such a whatever.
I have several kilts, beer man.
Skirts.
Kilts.
Skirts.
It's a kilt, laddie.
Right.
It really
When it's
looks
made of black
like a
fucking
skirt.
latex, I don't think you can call it a kilt.
It's not.
Did you get like how many free ball gags came with your skirt? Not enough.
I
All
did
right,
not get.
got another super chat. I and you make Canadians great. Well, thank you, Living Hits. I agree. I and you make Canadians great.
You know who that is? That's Ingen, because that's what Ingen always says. He says, "I and Devin have agreed." He doesn't say Devin and I. He says I and Devin. You know. So I think that's Ingen undercover there. So,
I really don't think it's Ingen. Ingen doesn't like me.
well, I mean, can you blame him? Really?
It's because I'm a high hooker.
He's a no nonsense kind of guy, and you're all nonsense kind of guy.
What? I'm a serious athlete. Listen to the fat guy laughing at me, right? You know,
Pat, you see this, beer man?
you're not showing me anything that's going to change my opinion.
I'll smash you.
At what? You already picked your fucking best subject of trivia, and you got fucked up on that one.
Beat you arm wrestling.
How the fuck is anybody going to take anything you say seriously when you say stupid shit like that? John,
You could get injured.
you know what? Roy said he can make 176 and beat you right-handed.
Who's that, Terry?
No.
Roy.
I couldn't make
Oh,
one.
sorry. I thought we were saying stupid fucking things that nobody will believe. Is that
I'm
that's
good.
not what you're doing?
So if he goes down to 176, I'm gonna bake him.
I'd have to lose almost 100
Right.
pounds.
John, if he went up to 376, you're still gonna fucking roll him.
Yeah. I think weight is irrelevant. I think you beat me no matter what. Like
There's only one way to find out.
you'd beat me like a redheaded stepson.
That's just rude. You know? It's just rude. Now, Roy, one of the guests has come up with something that you probably could beat me in.
Go ahead. I'm waiting.
No, it's real. It's a spelling bee.
I probably would beat you in a spelling bee, actually.
I have no doubt in my mind. I am not good at this. You would probably beat me in every word game. Boggle, Scrabble, all that shit. I'm terrible. Terrible. I haven't passed a language class in my life. I was in grade 9 French at 21 years old.
Your last name is Burgoyne and you can't even speak French.
What? Right. It's Bourgogne, not Bourgogne.
That's a good fucking point.
Yeah, but it's Bourgogne, not Bourgogne. It's not French. It used to be.
Bourgogne.
Right. It's not that. It's Bourgogne.
You don't even parlez-vous français.
Let's go.
Un petit peu.
Big
Est-ce que
bottle.
je peux aller à la salle de bain, s'il vous plaît?
Escargot.
Tabernacle. I knew you were French.
Tabernacles tea, huh?
Only fuck you got into tea.
I'm as French as anybody else around here, I guess.
It looks like it.
Look, I can drink beer and in 346 different languages, I can give you the finger. How's that?
I have to say, you're probably pound for pound, probably one of the best beer drinkers in the world. You may not ever be the best arm wrestler in the world, but for your weight class, you may be You may be the best beer drinker.
And
I
see
can drink
the
some fucking
final.
beers, but here's the thing: if you're talking about how many beers I could drink in a night, fuck, I got 4 brothers that could beat me on any given Sunday.
Really?
That'd be the final world 4 guys battle 4.
Hey, but
I can
imagine
fucking
like,
drink.
have you ever seen the Beer Fest movie? I'm sure you have.
Yes.
Imagine you and your brothers on a team in Beer Fest. You
And
could
if
not.
any one of us got the eye of the Jew, the rest of the world is fucked.
Nobody could beat y'all. Nobody could beat y'all.
So
Seriously.
on our drinking team of my brothers, we've got me. I would be the guy that's like the speed chugging. And then my brother Brad, that we haven't met yet, he's the volume chugger. That dude just has room in his belly for more beer than anybody else. Like, so you've seen the video of me chugging that big beer? It's like 3.5 beers or something. Or like,
Yeah.
we had the video of my little brother doing it, and he only got like halfway through, and then I just killed it.
Yeah.
But that's like my max. After that, there's no more room. It starts coming back out. But my other brother, he can put like 5 beers into a beer bong and just go,
Yeah.
I just don't have room in my belly for all that.
So I will tell you, this is a trip. This is sort of like side story, but when you talk about people who can like really drink beer, I knew a guy back when I was going to college in Valdosta in South Georgia. Florida State University was only about 50, 60 miles away. And a friend of mine, his high school buddy, who only weighed about 185, 190 pounds, he was not a huge guy. He went to Florida State for 1 year until he flunked out because he drank like enough fucking beer and liquor to float a battleship. But he used to be like, when they would do like you ever played Anchorman? You ever played Anchorman with drinking, where it's like 4 guys? You start out with a big fucking whatever, and the first guy drinks all he can. He passes down. The second guy drinks all he can. You got like 4 guys, and the 4th guy, whatever's left, he's got to kill it. He's the Anchorman, right?
In
So
Canada, we
starts
don't
drinking
play.
a bunch of spit.
In Canada, we don't play games. We just drink.
Yeah, well,
That's not true, JT. We play drinking games. I love drinking games. We're gonna get right back to this drinking games conversation in a second, because Marcus Thompson sent in a big super chat, and he wants to say, "Congratulations, JT, mega performance. Maybe see you on Arm Gods one day. You never know. Evan might get the coof again."
Thanks, Marcus.
Fuck you, Marcus. Evan, I've just bought all the pubs in Ireland for our marathon session. And Roy, no, I am best drinker and wrestler. Ask Evan.
well,
We're
you know
gonna fucking
what?
find out, Marcus. We're gonna fucking find out.
I think you're going to find out, Beer Man. I think you're going to find out that Marcus is like more than you are prepared for.
Well, here's the thing. Marcus told me he was drinking whiskey with Uncle John, and Uncle John can drink. Here's the thing. I've drank whiskey with Uncle John, and no, he fucking can't. My little sister would whoop Uncle John's ass in a drinking contest, and I only got 4 brothers. So no.
That's
No,
why
you
they have the matches. You never
Uh,
know.
Well, I'll tell you this. We went hunting for the last 4 days. Me and my 4 brothers, so there's 5 of us. We have my nephew Tarzan and my dad. Right? 6 people. We brought in 1,000 beers, and we came out a half day early because we were out.
1,000?
Shit.
And that was how many people?
6,
How many days?
4.
Hold on, I'm going to take my socks off so I can count.
Well, 4 days is 250 beers a day. 6 people, it's less than 50 beers a person per day.
That's still a lot.
Yeah.
The beer every half an hour.
That's not to mention the liquor. We drank liquor too.
Liquor, I hardly even know her.
So, once you got the smell beat, you got her licked.
There you go. Big B.
Now, Big B's been around to watch some Burgoynes do some festive drinking. We can put impressive numbers down.
Absolutely.
The bottle count after my birthday party was just fucking ridiculous.
It was legendary. That's for sure.
Seriously, we only had like 6 or 7 people, and there was like 8 cases of beer and like 8 different bottles of empty liquor at least. And that's just what was put back into the cases, not to mention the garbage bags full of beer cans. We fucking drink.
You think Alberta was worse than this?
No.
I'm not sure. We filled up the whole shower.
I know, it was my fucking shower. No,
And
we
then
definitely
Chuck
drank more hunting and on my birthday than Alberta. Alberta was like light work.
Light, super light.
Yeah. We drank in Alberta, but we weren't going super hard or nothing. There was nothing crazy.
No,
It's
but it was
just
still
different when
filled
you're
the shower.
drinking out in the middle of the bush, though. You don't really get drunk. Like, you just drink all day. Like, we wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and you go hunting and you got a beer with you, like, all the time.
Makes sense. Just like when you're ice fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I don't even bring an auger or a fishing line with me when I go ice fishing. Just beer. Catching brown trout all day. I might
It's the
not catch a fish,
portable
but I'm
mandate.
going to catch a buzz. That's for goddamn sure.
Yeah.
So drinking beers all day in the park, and then, sun goes down at 7, time to light the bonfire, and then you just drink beer until it's time for bed. And half the people, half the time, forget to do that, and it's time to go hunting again.
Yeah.
But that fresh, clean Canadian air, can't get drunk doing that.
When's our next Alberta trip, Evan?
Man, I'm willing to go on a trip anytime you guys are up. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, we had a great time. I
Oh,
just
that was
wish you
awesome.
would let me know that I didn't have to drive at all beforehand.
How many trips to the LCBO we did on the way there?
I don't know.
More
all
than we
of them.
stopped for gas.
Like every time we stopped, it was like, is there like a liquor store or something nearby? Every time.
Yeah, that was a good average.
Yeah. Wow.
Let's just say it costs more in booze than gas.
On a 40-hour drive.
Yeah.
That was rough.
That's the real fuel. The real fuel is the fucking booze.
It would have been easier if we could have got like all of our beer at one spot and then just kept going. Except, it's 5 people stuffed into a fucking Ford Explorer with all their luggage and everything else. Like, we didn't have room. So we had to like buy 12 packs at a time
Yeah.
and stop every hour and a half. Because like it had to sit on your lap.
Yeah, that was awful. So next time we're leaving the Razor at home. We're starting from Quebec because the beer is cheap as fuck.
Oh my God, it'd be so much better if we didn't bring the Razor. We could put a case of beer in his seat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh,
The Razor was replaced by a case of fucking Bush.
hey B,
Yes.
maybe you want to like squeeze in on this trip.
Fuck, bro. If I'm in there, you're not gonna have any room for beer.
Yeah, he weighs over 300 pounds.
Oh fuck. That actually
Well,
was.
John,
That must have been quite the tour.
if B comes with us, he's in the front.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
They put me in the front the entire way there. It's like it's just unfair to people to put Evan back there with people.
Yeah.
There's just not room.
There
You
was
gotta
so
get
much
those-
weight in that SUV. We had to change the fucking tires when we got back home.
And there were brand new tires. Now it was like what 5,600 kilometers there and back.
Yeah, yeah.
In
Well,
a
it's,
week?
it's 35 hours, so 7,000 kilometers.
35 there, but it's over 40 back.
And you guys did it without stopping, right?
Yeah,
Straight
but like
through.
no hotels or anything. I think we
Yeah.
stopped for like an hour once because on that long ass stretch of highway in Northern Ontario with no gas stations,
Yeah.
we like pull over for an hour. Like the gas station's not going to open and we're not going to make it. So we had to like pull
No.
over and wait for them to open and get fuel.
From Sault Ste. Marie to Thunder Bay, it's pretty thin. Then from Thunder Bay to about Winnipeg, it's same thing. Like the gas stations, especially at night, you're fucked.
Yeah, but honestly, dude, the prairies Like we should just remove those from freaking Canada. It's such a long, straight, flat distance.
Yeah.
So boring.
Hey, that's how
Yeah.
I felt. I've driven across Kansas in the United States a couple of times, and you could take one fucking picture of Kansas, and that's all you need.
Yeah, man. It's the same thing.
Until you start getting close to Colorado and the hills start rolling
Yeah.
like that. But I mean, it's just all one picture.
You get into those prairies, and the first time I ever drove out there, as soon as I hit them, I was like looking around, like, what the fuck?
Like people live
This
there?
is impressive. Like, you can see pictures of it. It's not the same thing as when you can see miles with nothing. But I mean,
So
you
you know
get
when
over
you're
that in
driving-
like 3 minutes. 3 minutes
you're
into this
driving-
drive, it's like, fuck sakes, this is boring.
You drive with your high beams on, and then you take them off because you see a car, but then the fucking car doesn't pass till an hour later.
Right. Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Or on some of those roads when you're driving out west in the United States, there'll be like a railroad track that runs parallel to it, and you'll see the light. You'll see the headlight on the train, and like you say, you'll be driving for like 2 hours before you actually meet it.
I know, it's crazy.
Well, my buddy Mike Smith works out there, and he just put in the chat, but this is a real story. His dog ran away from home, and he watched it running for 2 days.
I've seen that joke on Google, though. Fucker.
Yeah, that's a long fucking time.
Where are you from, Roy? Which state?
I'm from Georgia, South Georgia.
Okay,
I'm only about 40 miles north of the Florida line.
right on. That's awesome. So quite warm all year long, right?
Oh, it was 85 degrees here today.
Florida Georgia line.
Georgia line.
I don't listen to pop country, Bear Man.
Yeah, well, you don't read fucking trivia knowledge either.
Yeah,
I
whatever.
was gonna say, what happened? What happened with the trivia, man? You guys are lucky I wasn't in there. It would have been even worse.
So here's what happened, Big B.
All right.
It was an event organized by Canadians for Canadians,
Okay.
and that's all I'm going to say.
Is Die Hard for Canadians?
I got that one right.
I saw you got that one right.
Yeah.
That was about it.
No,
that
no.
one.
I got a few more. I didn't do as good as I thought I would. I had an off day. I have to give all props to Beer Man. I think he was really impressive. I'm totally impressed with him considering he went to high school until he was 22. Totally.
26.
Hey, dude, I've got a failing
26,
average on my
yeah.
transcript and more failed classes than I do passed on it.
Yet you graduated.
Right, but that's only because I had to threaten him that I was coming back again.
Yeah. I
Actually,
can
that's
see
not
that.
even true.
Just give him his GED. Get him the fuck out of here. Christ.
So I wasn't actually in high school till I was fucking 25 or anything like that. I graduated when I was 22, but I was out of high school for years already. I got expelled from high school for being a bully.
I can't believe that.
Okay, no, seriously though, this isn't my fault. One, we had a vice principal that just didn't like me.
For no
He was a
reason.
very little person. Like 5'3", 5'4", 120, 130 pounds.
Did he have short man's disease?
He definitely had short man syndrome. He definitely got stuffed in a lot of those lockers when he went to that high school. But yeah, like he had short man syndrome and he didn't like that I was that much bigger and stronger than him. So this one incident happens. Now, I'm not proud of myself. I did act out of line, but I was upset, and that's their fault. So I'm taking a dump, right? I'm in the stall in the bathroom, and I hear these people laughing and giggling, and all of a sudden this giant handful, so some little fucking prick went into another stall, unraveled the entire roll of toilet paper,
And shit on you?
and then no, he didn't shit on
Okay.
me. I actually would have went to jail, not kicked out of high school. But so I don't know if you guys had this shit in your high schools, but in the high school bathrooms, it's like this weird half circle sink, and you step on this bar on the bottom, and it turns the water on all the way around.
I've seen those, not in high school, but I've seen those.
We had those in every bathroom in our high school.
Okay.
So they unloaded this whole fucking roll of toilet paper, went over, soaked it under the sink, and just lobbed it over the fucking bathroom stall, which landed directly on my lap.
At least they didn't piss on it to wet it. Right?
Right.
I mean, seriously.
Well, good for them.
That'd have been a fucking ass whipping then.
Yeah. So I was really upset about this. Like, honest to God, wrong guy was sitting in that stall that day. I get that kids fuck around, find things funny. Sometimes you fuck around and sometimes you find out.
Yeah.
It just happened to be me sitting in that stall. And if those kids would have had the choice, I would have been the very last person in the school that they would have done that to.
They didn't know it was you, and they really wish it hadn't have been you.
Right. So I come flying out of the bathroom. They're already gone. And I looked at my buddy's house like, hey, did you see two little pricks run out of here laughing? Like, yeah. Do you know who they are? I'm like, no, but I'd recognize them. I was like, hey, fucking point them out. Let's find them. So we find them in the cafeteria. He's like, it's those two.
Uh-oh.
So, all right. I'm going to go have a little chat with you little pricks. I get over there now. I'm 18 and I'm pretty big, right? Same size I am now, just not fat. These kids are 120, 130 pounds and go to school with my little brother. This isn't good for them. So when I come over, it's just like I've seen in a fucking movie where I lean over the table and tell everybody to beat it, and the whole table just clears, except for those two. Like, all right. It was only one of you that threw it, and that's the only one I want to talk to. Which one was it?
Oh.
Neither of them will look me in the eye, and neither will answer.
Nobody wants to take the bullet.
So I grab one by the shoulder, and he says, man, I'm not a rat, but it wasn't me. So I grab the other kid by the shoulder, and he won't look back at me.
I call that a dry snitch.
All right. So now, look, I'm a nice guy. I let the one kid fuck off. Now, the kid that threw the ball of toilet paper on me, look, I'm upset. And you got to be, fair. So I want a pound of flesh, but that's not really appropriate with it being a fucking kid. So I explained to the child, look, there's two types of pain in this world. It's physical and emotional. And if I ever get my choice, I'll take physical over emotional. But that's just me. You didn't give me a choice. You gave me emotional pain by throwing that onto me. But I'm a nice guy. I'll tell you what. I'll let you
really
pick. You want the physical or the emotional? Well, what's the difference? I was like, well, for the emotional pain, you can lick my boot right here in front of everybody. And for the physical pain, we're going outside. It's up to you. So he stuck his tongue and he touched my boot. I said, no, lick it, heel to toe. So he did.
Hey, I don't give a fuck if I was 120 pounds. You had to whip my goddamn ass. I'd have took a goddamn ass beating.
Right, no, I would have respected that. That's fair play. I'm A-okay with whooping your 120-pound fucking ass when you threw that sopping wet fucking roll of toilet paper on me. I was hoping you were going to choose this one. I was a little mad.
It was suspect.
I was hoping you were going to call up your big brother and have him step in for you, whatever. So he licked my boot. We called it a day. I got called into the office because apparently I'm a bully. Now I'm sitting in the office and I can hear the vice principal telling the principal, we got to get him out of here. He's dangerous to be in this school. He scares half the staff. Like, what a pussy. Anyways, I got thrown out of school, expelled for this. Now, I didn't even touch the kid.
Really?
I thought it was pretty fair of me to allow him the choice,
So you actually, you were just such a menacing figure in your speech and your everything that you didn't even have to beat the fuck out of somebody.
He was probably just he's such an eyesore to look at. They wanted him out of there.
Well, one, I was a shitty student. I wasn't kidding about the whole more failed classes than passed on my transcript. And two, they only let me really actually go to school during rugby season. As soon as rugby season was over, it's like, fuck this guy.
They didn't approve of how much he was drinking at school. They're like, man, I know he's He's good to go.
He's a lost cause.
Well, there was the selling the
bad.
bootleg liquor out of the locker that was an issue at one point. That was a problem. But yeah, I was a shitty fucking student. They didn't really want me there. I only got into one fight in high school, and that was when I was in grade 9. So, yeah. But every time that vice principal would give me shit for something, I would like stand up right over top of him. What are you going to do about it?
You were non-verbally intimidating him.
I was intentionally intimidating for him. Yeah, I didn't like him. I thought he was an asshole, and I could see that he didn't like it, so I thought it was funny, and I did it. So I got expelled for making a kid lick my boot. Whatever.
Well, yeah.
It worked out well. I got sent to the alternative school, and I went in there. Now, I had a hard time passing language classes. This was like my 5th year in a row in grade 9 French, and I've got like kids sitting next to me. And I actually thought it was going to be okay in that French class this year. The teacher was hot. She had a fat ass, big old titties, and like, I thought it was going to be a good time. I went to school with her little brother, so I already knew who she was. Like, fuck, yeah, this is bad. I can watch her mini skirts all day. So I'm like first class, and this kid sits down next to me. And he looks at me. He's like, "Hey, you're Brad's brother, right?" Yeah. He's 5 years younger than me. And this is the kid sitting next to me. He's like, "I'm friends with him. Please don't beat me up." Fuck. You any good at this class? He's like, "Yeah, I'm pretty good at French." Like, "Good, you're doing all my homework." But I got kicked out of it, so I never got my grade 9 French. So I ended up going into the alternative school there. And I get down there. We had this Mr. Franey. He had this huge fucking mustache. It was great. But he's on the phone when I get down in the alternative school. So I'm like, well, I got to talk to the guy to get signed up here and all this shit. Like, fuck. Okay, well, he's sitting in the office fucking on the phone. I just go into the kitchen and I make a pot of coffee. I was bored. He comes out and says, "Hey, did you make that coffee?" "Yeah." "Can I have a cup?" I'm like, "Fuck, it's your office, man. Fuck, do what you want to do." Goes, "Fuck, this is pretty good coffee." It's fucking coffee, man. Like, whatever. Did you know that on the can of coffee, the instructions are half in French? Yeah. It's like, well, you know what? That looks like a French credit to me.
Yeah.
Then he found out I worked in construction. It's like, well, you speak English in construction, right? Yeah. Well, there's your 2 English credits. You know how to read a tape measure? Well, of course. You're working fucking construction. And there's your grade 12 math. I think we're done.
No shit.
That's how I got out of high school.
Something similar happened. Alternative schools like that, though, they can do that. Like, I remember grade 12 English was like the worst fucking class ever, and it was the last credit that I had to do. And I remember I had to do these crazy fucking like book reports one after another. And I remember I actually spent a lot of time and effort doing this shit, And I remember I thought I was going to get at least like an 80, 85 on the class. And I remember I got my grade and it was like a 60 and I fucking snapped. You know what I mean? Like I lost.
I would have been happy with a 60.
Oh man, bro, if you knew how much, bro, I was every day I'm asking the teacher specific directions. I went extra above and beyond. I saw my grade, I fucking snapped. The principal comes, he's like, "What's your problem?" I'm like, "Bro, I'm working for fucking weeks with the teacher to her standards, and the fucking bitch gave me a 60. He's like, "Well, what did you think you were gonna get?" Like, I thought I was gonna get at least 80, 85%. He's like, "Okay, well, let's call it 75% then." And I was like, yeah, that's better. I'll set it to 75. You know what I mean? And my grade went from a 60, 75%, just like that.
No shit.
Yeah, man.
Well,
you gotta love alternative school.
You can get away with that shit. High school was just funny around here, like especially in the Valley. My grade 12 advanced math teacher, she fucking hated me. But here's the problem. She was dumb. And I like to point that out every chance I got. So when she's doing the workout on the board for the class, showing you how to do it, and you explain to her that she's wrong, she gets mad at you. It's like, "It's not wrong. I have the teacher's copy. It shows us how to do it, Evan." It's like, well, maybe go get your department head because you're doing it fucking wrong. So she does. Turns out there was an error in that edition, and she was just fucking writing it down on the blackboard anyways. So from that moment on, she fucking hated me, and I didn't bother attending her class anymore. I showed up for the final exam, and she's like, "Well, Evan, you need 102% to pass this class."
Oh, they're bonus.
Did you get
There's no
it?
point in writing this exam. I'm fucking heading out of here. See ya. It's like, nope, you still got to stay for 3 hours anyways. Like, well, that's fucking bullshit. So I wrote the exam. I got 98% on the exam.
Oh,
Failed the
Fucking
class with a
bad.
49.
missed it by that much.
I hear that a lot.
Dude,
Trying to
I
tell me
remember
what a G
I wrote
spot is here or
science.
something.
I wrote-
49% in the class with a 98 on the exam. I'm like, this is bullshit. So I went into the office, like, clearly I know the fucking curriculum. Tell you what, if that dumb fuck teacher can take that same test without her fucking handy dandy teacher's edition and get a better mark, I won't even complain anymore. She was not willing to do so.
So I want to tell a high school fist fight story. Who wants to hear it?
Sure. Let's
Were
go.
you in the fist
All
fight?
right. No, but it was my cousin. So
Can you tell it in the first person like it was you?
My cousin.
I could maybe, but
Story just sounds better if you're telling it in the first person.
it does. Okay, so let's just say I was at a high school party, and this is small town, South Georgia, rednecks. I mean, it is what it is. But there was a guy, local guy, who was just he wasn't a bad guy. Everybody kind of liked him, but he was kind of just like a fuck up, right? I mean, let's just like, he's
So
not,
you feel like
nobody really dislikes him, but everybody kind of just doesn't really take him seriously because he's just kind of a dumbass and a fuck up, but nobody just really dislikes him. So we're at a party, and he's this little guy that's kind of a fuck up. He weighs like 150 pounds, maybe. And he's running his mouth to this high school football player, this big fucker who weighs like 280. Big, high school guy, but big fucking high school kid, But he's not running his mouth like in a way like I really want to, it's like haha, he's not really like, he's joking.
He's beating.
So this big fucking 280-pound guy who played, offensive line on the football team, he decides after a few beers that, well, I don't really like this little motherfucker running his mouth like he is. So he jumps on this sumbitch and starts kicking his ass. And he gets him down on the ground, and the little guy just like turtles up, like he just covers up, and the guy's he's just on top of him, just fucking. And me and a couple other guys are sitting there going, get up, Jamie, the guy who was down, get up, Jamie, come on, get up. So Jamie doesn't. So I take it upon myself to keep Jamie from getting killed and beaten into a greasy spot. So I kind of soccer kicked the guy in the face that was on top of the guy.
That's
and that
pretty
got
cool, buddy.
Well,
You're a bit of a dickhead.
It got his attention, and he stood up.
If you soccer kick somebody in the face and all it does is get his attention, you should probably run.
Well,
Really play soccer.
Hold on. He stood up, and this motherfucker weighed 280 at the time. At the time, I weighed 150. 155, maybe. Probably 155.
You're really good at telling this in the first person.
Thank you. So he stood up, and he's like, hey, what the fuck? So he came forward, and I fucking hit him right. I hit him right in the nose, just bam. And he went down and sat down flat on his ass. And he got up. So when he got up, what did I do? I fucking hit him again right on the fucking nose. And he got up again. And this time I just started hitting him, not just in the nose, but I hit him all over the fucking, I busted his fucking ass. I mean, I beat his ass. Like the next day, his face looked like a fucking hamburger that was getting ready to be grilled. I mean, it was fucked up. So here's the rest of the story. So you understand that when you're young men, when you're teenage men, you're less than 25 years old, you have no judgment. You're stupid as fucking hell. Like, you're just crazy. You just want to fight, fucking drink beer. That's all you want to do when you're like 18, 19, 20, whatever.
Fuck,
right?
I'm 38.
Right. So like 3 months later, we're out hanging out there's a lot of mud bogging with 4-wheel drive trucks that goes on around here. I know that's surprising to you, but I've got my truck parked on the edge of a field over here, and this same dumb fucking 280-pound motherfucker, I see him across the field. It's like 500 yards, but I can see who it is, and I know who it is. And he comes up. Me and my buddies are off on the other side of the field doing something. This motherfucker comes up there, and he backs his truck up to my truck. Just, it's wet. It's been raining. We've been mud bogging. He just spins mud. Like, he just covers up my fucking truck. Just spins mud all over it. Just fucking mud just everywhere.
That's a bad thing?
Yeah, it's kind of a dick move. Yeah. And it's, yeah.
Right. No. When you're mud bogging, having mud on your truck is probably something to be upset about.
Well, it's one thing if your truck is parked, like not bogging, and somebody just comes up and just fucking covers it up mud, like where you can't even reach the door handle because there's so much fucking mud on it.
That sounds like fun.
Well, he thought it was funny, but however, like 2 days later, or the day later, there was somebody had a party at a house, and I showed up, my 155-pound ass, and this 280-pound motherfucker was there, and he saw me and I saw him, and I walked up to him and I said, "Listen, Brian," I said, "you got
a last name?"
His name was Brian.
Brian what?
McDaniel.
Oh, so rude.
Anyway, so I walked up to him. This is a party, and I said, "Look," I said, "I saw what you did. I know it was you. I know you spun mud all over my truck." I said, "You've got two choices." I said,
Car wash?
You can go find you a bucket and some soap and some water, and you can get out there, and my truck is still covered in fucking mud parked out there in the damn outside this house. I said, you can get out there and you can fucking wash all the mud off my truck. That's option one. Option two is you can say, I'm not going to do that. You can get your motherfucking ass beat again. Guess what option he chose?
The car wash?
No, he beat Roy's ass.
No, he chose car wash.
There you go.
He got out there in front of everybody at that fucking party, and he washed that fucking truck because he didn't want to get his goddamn ass beat again like he did the first time. That's a true story. Whether it was me or my cousin, we won't get into that debate, but that's a true story.
So hold on, I have a question though, and I think it might be a bit of a plot twist to the story since there's so many people playing people. Was your friend Jamie really Roy Baker at the beginning of the story?
No. I actually was not in attendance.
You know what? The lies about him being the guy doing the ass kicking were more convincing than the lie about him not being Jamie.
Exactly. That's right, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So were you the one?
Roy actually buried the real guy in his basement and took his identity.
Say again, John.
So like another twist to the story. Were you the one washing Buddy's truck?
No.
Oh, he was the 280. That's even believable because he's a fat prick.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh,
I actually had a similar story to that about a guy getting picked on really bad at a house party, and I just didn't like it. I can't tell that story on the internet ever.
That's even worse than the backflip punch story.
Oh no, it's definitely worse. Definitely worse. I didn't mean to tell that one live either, but I was drunk. So I was at a house party with my buddy Matty, and he's like 6'6", 140. Yo, he's a skinny motherfucker, real big nerd, loves his video games, but he's a nice guy, right? And there was a couple of guys just picking on him at this house party. Now, I only knew Matty because my friend was dating his sister. So my buddy Jordan, this dude is like 6'6", 280, played football, big fucking dude. So it's the three of us at this house party, and it's like his girlfriend's little brother getting picked on, and I'm watching this shit, and I'm like, Jordan, dude, I can't watch this. He's like, dude, I don't want to get in shit tonight. Okay, but I'm not starting it. They're starting it. Fuck, I gotta go say something. So I go over and I selectively chose my words to definitely pick a fight. They obliged me. And then my buddy's sitting there. He's like, Evan, what are you doing, man? I can't fight. I'm like, I know you can't fight. He's like, yeah, but there's like fucking 6 of them. It's like, yeah, I know, but it's okay. Jordan and I got this. You just stay at your seat. It's fine. It ended up with those guys like running away once Jordan walked over. But so we didn't actually have to fight. Man, if I could tell the whole story, it's fucking funny though. But there's just no way I could do that. I would end up with like 5 subscribers left, and B wouldn't be my friend anymore.
You've got more than 5,000 now, Beer Man.
I wouldn't after I told this story. Look,
I
was not polite when I picked this fight.
You actually want to know something impressive? So when you type in Beer Man on YouTube, you're the first guy that comes up right away.
I'm the fucking Beer Man.
Yeah. And and that's a pretty like universal handle. Like if you just type in Beer Man, you figure there'd be a lot of things that come up, but you're number one.
But he's not the vodka man or the rye man. See, they all have different names in every country.
Well, I like my rye too.
There you go.
Oh, I like that, buddy. I know what that's all about.
Oh yeah, that 12-year. That's good stuff. I'm a
See, I like my rum.
I like that Tullamore Dew too. That's pretty good stuff.
The last time
Irish there,
that I got into the Gibson, I remember like and I had a 60-pounder, by the way. I had the big bottle, you know. I went to get up and my brain went up, but my legs did not. You know what I mean? I was in fine form. I went right down.
That reminds me of taking ketamine.
Yeah.
Hey, Evan, do you know what's the best part about England?
Nothing.
Fucking $12 for 26er vodka, rum, or whiskey.
That is a pretty good thing.
$12 Canadian.
Also, none of them have teeth, so it's gum
Canadian
jobs everywhere.
Wow.
Yeah, like after you switch it to our Canadian money, $12.
$20, you get a fucking 40-pounder and a gummer.
That's crazy. Fuck, that's cheaper than $5 fucking blowjobs, shitty blowjobs you get in fucking Ontario.
You're a lot lizard special.
Oh man. I gotta get up to come visit you where it's $5. Fuck, it costs us $10 for the toothless ones around here. But I got a serious question. If you're getting a hooker, if it's $10 for a blowjob, is it $10 because they're toothless or $10 because they're toothless? Right? Are you paying more because they're toothless or less? I don't know.
It should be more because there's full suction, right?
It depends on how close the nearest light switch is.
Dude, I'm telling you, don't let those old lot lizards fool you, because it's $10 for a reason. Because when they get in the car, all they do is open up their pants a bit, and the smell that goes in there, they just tell them, get out of here, fuck. You know what I mean? Easy $10. They don't even got to touch the thing. You know what I mean? You just got to
hold your breath.
No, the vagina breath.
Yeah, hold your breath.
You just have to sprinkle some lime.
Jesus, you're paying for a blowjob. You're not supposed to eat it.
Dude,
Jesus, B.
Damn thing.
What the fuck are you talking about? You're going about this all wrong.
That's one of the ultimate
lime that shit.
Lime it. That's right, lime it. One of the ultimate rules is you never eat a stripper's pussy or a hooker's, but obviously a stripper's. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Well, I mean, if you want to have your tongue,
pass the window test.
Window test.
2 fingers in, pull them out, spread them apart. If it creates a window, nope, don't do it.
Yeah, stay away.
If it looks like you should be blowing bubbles with that, you shouldn't do it.
It's the bacteria.
If it passes the windows test, it gets a sniff test.
That's the bacteria. It's no good.
Big B smoke. Dude, stuff a blunt up each nose, light them, and then you don't even have to worry about that smell.
Nah, bro.
Have you ever seen the YouTube video?
You could put a whole thing of Vicks under there. It wouldn't even put a dent in that stench for sure.
Have you ever seen the YouTube video of the guy that puts like he's got like a tube attached to this like big bubble like helmet that he puts over his head, and it's like a super bong that he like smokes on the end of the tube, and he like sucks all the smoke into the helmet.
Yeah.
I could see Big B doing that.
See, like I've done stuff like that, and it's aggressive. Like the smoke that you get hit with, it's like it's assaulting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you do those gas mask hits and shit like that, like they're filthy.
Yeah.
We had this old fucking Grand Prix. Now, this car was a piece of shit, but it fucking moved. We stole the neighbor's license plates to put on the Grand Prix. Yeah, we were teenagers. We were all fucking idiots, but we had this fucking giant bong thing rigged up. Like we just got high and drunk, and we rigged it all up out of like fucking 2-liter pop bottles and shit. And it was like triple filtered. And there was just a gas mask attached to the end of it. So, oh, fuck, the gas mask. We acquired this gas mask after a trip to the ER when my buddy tried to convince me that he just got out of jail. And I say buddy in a very loose sense here.
Associate.
We were all hanging out at the same place, and he was trying to convince me that he ran this underground kickboxing club in jail. All right. Now,
Okay.
I actually know how to throw a kick. You know, I'm not trying to hit you with my foot. I'm burying the shin bone into shit. And he's trying to convince me, kick me as hard as you want. I'll stand just like this. I'll take it like nothing. Now, as a guy that does a little bit of this, you know, B, you fucked around with some fucking martial arts. You're not just taking a kick to the ribs like that. Right? Not from somebody that can kick. Now, somebody that just doesn't know how to do it, it's probably not that bad. The guy convinced me by betting me $50 that he could take it.
Sure.
Like I'm not crushing somebody's fucking rib cage for $50 here. Like this is fucking stupid. My buddy House, he's a fucking shithead. Like he finds this shit funny. Like Gavin, I'll pay the $50 if he can take it. Tell you what, I'll give you a left leg. And if you do all right with that, then I'll send the right. He says, okay, deal. No, I didn't like try to aim for the liver or anything like that. I just wanted to bury a solid kick onto his rib cage. And I made sure to land it with my foot. Right. But it was hard. It's enough to fucking drop most people. And all he did is just, we're good. Send it. I'm like, fuck. I don't know if I want to do this, man. Like I know what the repercussions of doing this are. There's House. Avin, I don't want to be losing no $50 tonight. Fucking send it. Crush this motherfucker. I'm like, God. So the guy braces up. I wind up, turn my hip over. Wham! Shin, 2 ribs. I broke 3 of his ribs and ruptured his kidney.
Bullshit.
Now, the guy hopped like a foot. Whoa! He got sent. And he lands on his feet. Pretty good. And turns around, walks off. Goes and lights a cigarette. Like, what the fuck? Like, I know how hard I just hit that fucking dude. What the fuck? Like, he's okay? That's fucking ridiculous. Now, 2 minutes later, he's in the bathroom laying on the floor crying, you know, Evan, you got to take me to the hospital. That's how we acquired the gas mask that we made this bong with. So I broke 3 of his ribs and ruptured his kidney. His whole back turned black. It was fucking gross. Uncle Chuckles had to drive us to the hospital that night.
Oh, fuck.
Anyways, so that's where we got the gas mask from. So we have this triple barrel bong that's permanently attached to the car with like this giant ass bowl. So it doesn't matter who's driving. Somebody just packs it and lights it, and the gas mask just gets passed through the car.
Do you want to?
You get high as fuck just going for a ride.
Yeah.
That's lit.
Yeah, you don't even have to put the mask on to get it.
No. Well, the windows didn't work, so yeah, you were getting it for sure.
It's like going to a Rush concert. You just get the contact high.
I got a contact high at an AC/DC concert,
Yeah.
which pissed me off because the security guard standing at the end of the row lights a joint and passes it down the row. Now my brother's standing right there. He takes it, gets it, looks. Now my dad took us to this concert. It's like the only time my dad was ever cool. And my brother takes the joint. Now he was DD, so he couldn't drink with us, but he takes the joint, looks at dad, he's like, smokes it, and then he goes and passes it to me. So I go to take it. Dad was like, "Are you fucking retarded? You're 15 years old and hammered. You're not smoking that." He took it and passed it on by me. I was like, "What the fuck, Dad?"
So I went to see the Allman Brothers Band. Y'all know what the Allman Brothers Band is, right?
Man, there's no way this story turns out well.
The Allman Brothers.
Come on. I mean, I know you're from Canada, but you have to like the Allman Brothers.
Nobody
Right?
likes the Allman Brothers.
Whatever. Anyway, everybody likes the Allman Brothers, including
Nobody
you, Bear
does.
Man.
Do you even like the Allman Brothers?
Hell yeah! Are you kidding?
No, but that's not surprising. You're fucking weird. And you're from the South, and you suck at trivia.
Whatever.
Nobody
Anyway,
likes you,
so
Roy.
whatever. I hate you. I wish you were never born, Bear Man.
That's not true. What would you do on Tuesday nights?
You have
You
a
know what? Don't
Speechless.
answer that, because you go back to doing what you used to do on Tuesday nights, and you're not allowed saying that on YouTube.
that would be putting lime on the bodies to dissolve the bones.
Easy, Jeffy.
Holy fuck, eh?
Anyway,
Jeffy D.
I went and saw the Allman Brothers July 4th, 1994 at Lakewood Amphitheater in Atlanta, Georgia. And the police officer who was standing nearest us was, I was like, okay, the cops, you know?
Oh yeah, it's illegal in the States, right?
Yeah, especially then.
The second I took the thing off, it went bang.
B, you listen to the story?
I was.
Roy's been smoking weed with the Popo since 1994.
1994.
What happened?
Smoked a joint with a cop.
Yeah, at the Allman Brothers concert, 1994. How many years ago was that? 22 plus 6, 28 years ago. Yeah.
That's why I don't fucking know them.
How old are
was
you?
even born.
How old are you, John?
26.
God. I got socks older than you.
That's not surprising, Roy.
He probably fucking stink too.
I got them from Beer Man.
They are my socks,
Ah, that's
actually.
nasty. They
Yeah,
must
well,
be
I
pretty
mean, I
fucking
jerk off into
stinky.
my socks and then I mail them to him, but he pays me.
That's a good gig.
He pays more for crusty ones.
I like the ones when he's been eating a lot of onions.
So after you're done with it, you send it to your cousin or what?
Oh man, you know what? I completely forgot about that whole sock bit.
You forget about everything, you drunk asshole.
Everything except trivia questions, you fucking idiot.
Yeah. Whatever.
Dude, I'm telling you, I am a fountain of useless knowledge. I had these Uncle John's trivia readers, you know, the little paperback books,
Yeah.
and it sat next to the toilet, and I read those motherfuckers while I pooped every day. I just know a whole lot of useless shit.
I've got one of those. I've got one of the Uncle John's like ultimate trivia, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, they're fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And before smartphones, I was way better at random trivia.
You got a super chat from Marcus Thompson.
I just saw it, just came in. Marcus Thompson super chat. Massive shout out to Devin's Forum, Unsung Hero, and Slave to Heaven. Check out his content, help support, grow his channel. Lots of new stuff and twists coming. I absolutely agree. Marcus, that is like the first super chat you have ever sent in that was both able to be read and made sense. Fantastic. Devin's Forum, that channel. Roy,
Yes, sir.
you're a fan of Devin's Forum's channel, are you not?
Yes, I'm a subscriber. Yes.
Big B? You better be on that. John Therrian, you better be subscribed to Devin's Forum.
I'm pretty sure I am. I just fucking got a YouTube going, so I didn't even know how to fucking Zoom. So my wife showed me all about that tonight. So that's good.
I know. I had to text her earlier, like, "Hey, is like John going to be able to get on Zoom for the show tonight?"
So, John, do you pull right and left, or just right?
Well, I pull
That's a trick
both.
question.
I do pull both. Right is like world level compared to amateur on my left.
Okay.
Well, he's not an amateur, but it's night and day from his right. Like he's still gonna whoop your ass both arms.
Okay, so in North America, I could do well. Left, right, I'm pretty sure I could be at the top.
He goes to most big events in the States. Like Michigan State is a really big event, and he's placed in third or fourth with his left, but he breezes through everything easily right.
Yeah.
You know.
Multiple
Well, that
classes.
means your left is not amateur. It's still pretty good.
No, but compared to my right, I find it amateur.
Right. Yeah.
I masturbate with the right arm, so like the left gets left out a lot. So
yeah,
it's
I don't like Roy. He should know that.
Yeah. I just do giant pumpkin training.
I'll send you my socks if you want. Free of charge. Your Walmart socks.
I have to ask, what is your diet mostly? What do you eat a lot?
This has been weird. Twisted teas and meat.
So honestly, for the form, for what I do, routine wise, diet wise, I should not be on Arm Wars. I should be competing amateurly because I do not take care of myself whatsoever. I work.
He's a roofer. It's twisted teas and meat, or greasy fast food because he doesn't have time.
A lot of fast food, so it's a bad thing. My wife is an awesome cook, but most of the nights I get home at 7, 8 o'clock at night. So she's put dinner in the fridge for the kids for tomorrow. So
well, Vanessa better be an awesome cook because she's a picky motherfucking eater.
Oh, she is. Holy fuck. But she likes McDonald's too, so it works out perfect.
On the road trip, it's we can stop anywhere to get booze for us, but she's got 6 places in the next 800 miles that she could stop for food at.
Yeah.
Not eating anywhere else.
But yeah, so honestly, my diet is shit. So I'm just naturally.
So what you're saying is your diet.
Gifted and I'm happy about it.
Pretty sure John ate some weird ass pizza live tonight.
Yeah, that's frozen pizza. It's quick and easy in the stove. I recommend it to everyone.
That's his diet. So you want that sock?
No, I don't. So
it ain't gonna smell. It ain't gonna taste like moose.
No, and it also so what you're saying is your diet is garbage, and you smoke cigarettes, as we can obviously see. So
he drinks twisted teas, and he doesn't work out.
No,
you're doing everything wrong. Keep doing what you're doing.
Well, he's a roofer.
Exactly. Roofer is a rare breed of natural strength animals.
Hey, look, back when I was roofing, I was pretty strong.
Yeah, and you were actually slim.
Roofers and drywallers.
Drywallers only have strong wrists.
Yeah.
And they can't drink worth shit. Pussies.
How about painters? You ever been around people who paint?
They're about as useful as you at a trivia contest.
So painters, I find they will be the one licking your socks. So there's no strength related to painters.
Yeah, but they'll lick John Therrian's socks.
No, fuck no. They'll taste like shit.
Hey, Ron the Don says he's a drywaller in the chat.
No. Ron the Don is not a drywaller. Ron the Don is the greatest arm wrestler who has ever lived that just hangs drywall for fun.
He's undercover.
It's different.
Yeah.
That's like B saying he's a model. Well, of course he is, but really he smokes dope for a living.
It's a lifestyle choice, is what it is. You know what I mean?
It's a
No,
commitment.
I tried living like that, and I forget that entire year.
Yeah. I told you there's gonna be an adjustment period though, like 3 to 6 months.
Oh man, I'm trying to get back to it. It just makes me sleep a lot. It's getting in the way of my drinking.
Sleep is never a bad thing.
You don't even want to see the shit that I'm gonna have coming out in the next fucking month and a half, man. I'm just gonna it's fucked.
Is it indica?
It's all
yeah.
indica.
All indica. It's all indica or indica dominant. Like I enjoyed the dessert weed. I like some like wedding cakes, do-si-dos, certain gelatos, like indica dominant, like hybrids, you know what I mean? Or that gas. I gotta have that gas though. That's the go-to.
Well, I'm very excited to see what you got coming up next.
Oh, dude, you don't even know, bro. The shit went to a whole different level this year. You know what I mean?
See, Big B, you need to start out a new line, steroids dope. And then the arm wrestlers will all take it. It'll be the famous fucking dope.
The old natty kush.
All right, so we're gonna like delete that few seconds from the feed here. And B, you ever thought about making weed infused with steroids so as you smoke it, you get strong as fuck?
I'm working on it. It's in the works in the lab.
I'm patenting that. That's my idea.
This guy here.
That's Trim Star.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And of our kush.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
The Equipoise gelato.
Oh yeah. Smooth sailing. Get you.
Yeah, we're gonna have some good time. Man, I'm about to enjoy my first cycle ever. Let's get this going.
Yeah, marijuana infused trend.
Wait, what if you just put marijuana into steroids and I could just inject it and get high?
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
That's my idea too.
Yeah. We're gonna get
$1 million idea, guys.
2023.
High HGH. HIGHHEH.
Oh, very nice.
Very good spelling, Beer Man.
Well, I was trying to read Zach Sadler's, but he wrote it wrong.
Oh, I see that. Yes, I see that.
He did it backwards.
In Ottawa.
He put HG high.
Well, I mean, Zach's dumb. He's Irish, though.
I mean, look, don't talk about the Irish. Big B is here.
Can't be this in the Irish there.
And there's an awful lot of Irish people that I enjoy to piss off. And I can't wait to go to Ireland.
Oh yeah. So when's that actually going down? Because real talk, like I'm probably gonna come for that trip. So I have family.
That's up to Marcus. We haven't got a date nailed down yet. So he's working on venue and nailing down dates. So we should have it soon. I know we were waiting until after dipshit there, Paul or whatever, finished with Worlds, but it should be coming up like anytime. We should have a date ready to go.
You should get Marcus to get me a match.
Marcus was actually talking about you coming to arm wrestle at Iron Gods, but
who's that little cunt that John fucking pulled there? The Irish guy, what's his name? With all the controversy?
Maynard? No, not Bradford, not Maynard.
You talking about the Welsh guy, the David?
I thought he was Irish.
Not David Bradford.
I thought I could be wrong. I guess maybe he's not Irish. Is he Scottish or something? That guy then?
That David Bradford's Welsh, right?
Are you talking about the Morrison guy?
David Bradford is Scottish.
The one that John just pulled, where there was a big controversy.
The javelin.
Yeah,
that was
Morrison.
Yeah,
Kieran.
Yeah,
Kieran. Yeah, Kieran. Exactly, Kieran.
Yeah, he's from England.
Oh, England. Okay. Okay.
It's all the same fucking place. They're all bullshit.
England and Ireland is not the same fucking place. Jesus
There's
Christ.
not a fucking guy
Oh, man.
anywhere around that tri-state area bullshit that's any good. England, Ireland, Scotland, they're all fucking shit.
Here's what I want you to do, Beer Man. I want you to go to a pub in Dublin and stand up and say out loud, England and Ireland's the same fucking thing. There's no difference.
Marcus, are we going to Dublin? Because I'll fucking do it.
Yeah. You better have your goddamn life insurance paid up.
Why? I'll be dead. What do I care?
Yeah.
I'll tell you, Ireland's got the best fucking seafood in the world. The history and the culture.
Fantastic.
It's unreal. You know what I mean? Right. Well, if I'm out there, I'll take you all to some places. We'll go kiss the Blarney Stone. Give you good luck the rest of your life. Telling you, we'll get after it. Go check out the catacombs. It'll be fucking lit. Pub crawl, go by. Oh man, that'll be a legendary pub crawl. But the Irish know about the Canadians, fuck it. Especially if you're Irish Canadian, you know what I mean? Then it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marcus was talking about getting a match with you, but fuck, you can't put him up against Kieran.
Well, for some reason I thought he was Irish, but he's not. So
well, it doesn't matter. Like it's all the same place, but you can't put JT up against that guy.
I want to see John Therrian. I want to see.
Go right.
I want to see John Therrian versus Giannis Amelins.
That'd be fun.
Giannis is a bad motherfucker. That'd be a hell of a match.
Well, it makes more sense than him versus fucking Kieran bullshit, boy. Like,
yeah. Hey, he just went front his ass. He needs to. Yeah, I like a Giannis match. I do.
That'd be great. Hey, what's his weight?
176. 176.
That's what he walks around at.
He pulls 165.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
And we got a super chat here from Ron the Don.
What's
Arm Gods? Never heard of it. Well, Ron,
you're missing out.
Start paying attention. I would just pay attention just a little bit. I know that us mere mortals don't interest you that much, but that's the new biggest fucking league that's going to be taking over shit. And I am quite proud of myself that my drunk ass talked my way into headlining the inaugural edition.
Nice.
Against who, Beer Man? Who?
God damn it. Are you fucking kidding me?
Where's the rest of that ice?
Fuck's sakes.
I don't know where it's at.
Is it going to be a headline match between you and Emil from Sweden who smashed you?
Oh, man, I would fuck that dude up in a rematch.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Because
Emil wants me to go to Sweden. He's going to set me up a match with one of their top Sweden guys.
There was nobody any good in Sweden.
For me to find out, I guess.
Do it, man. You probably whip his ass.
Oh yeah, not Emil himself, but like one of the top Sweden guys. I'm not sure. I like traveling, so it works out perfect.
Yeah.
Looks like you're never going to get your chance to pull at Arm Gods. Marcus decided that this event will be the first and last event for Arm Gods because we're all getting locked up when we go.
Well, then I'm definitely in. That sounds like fun.
Hey, just because you get locked up don't mean you don't get out at some point.
All I know is Marcus Thompson promised to pay all bails.
Okay, well, I'm definitely in.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Sign me up for that shit.
I mean, you can't challenge me to a drunken contest where we got to choke out random people and then not pay my bail. It's rude.
Right. I mean, you're kind of signing up for that, really, if you think about it.
Hey, want to go choke out a bunch of Irish cunts? Man, think about the conflict going through you at the time. Like, oh fuck, that's Coachy, but fuck, that's an Irishman. That's Coachy. You don't touch Coachy, but fuck.
No,
Irish.
no. Dude. Anywhere I go, we got people. I'll have a bunch of my cousins, Irish goons with us. We'll be all right.
He's going to have
Thompson with us. I think we're going to be all right.
hey, Big B will have the Irish travelers there backing him up.
My cousin Jug, his dad was legit IRA. You know what I mean? And he's got lots of ties back home there. So it's legit. It's legit.
Big B's got the pikeys on his side.
Oh yeah.
Just has the cops on payroll, so I think we're okay.
I think Roy's gonna bring his cousin.
There you go. There you go.
Does he got a bit of Irish in him?
Yeah, we're Irish.
No, but he beats up guys that dirties his truck, so we have to bring him.
Yeah.
He don't give a fuck. He'll fight anybody. I'm telling you, he will. He hits above his weight class. I can tell you that. He still, to this day, he only weighs about 200 pounds, but he's a bad motherfucker for real.
So I think you're the only guy on this call that doesn't hit above their weight class.
Hey, when we meet in person, I'll tell you what we'll do, Bear Man.
And B's a super heavyweight, so we'll figure that out.
We'll both stand there, and I'll let you throw your best punch, and I'll take it. I'll throw my best punch, and you take it.
Well, I get to go first.
You get to go first.
So I don't even have to get hit.
Well, if you can finish me with one, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good gig.
Man, this is such a bad bet.
Look, if you couldn't knock out the motherfucker that you did a backflip of, you can't knock me out.
Oh, no, he was out cold for a good while. Like, listen to the story again. I had to wait there to make sure he got up because I thought I killed him.
Yeah, but he wanted some more.
That's because I hit him so hard he forgot that we fought.
Feel healthy.
Hey, we'll trade. You go first. I'll take the second one.
I'm looking forward.
Stupid idea. I would punch that stupid looking goatee right off your fucking face.
Knock him out.
I'll hit you so hard you're gonna forget you're a dumb Southerner. You might actually win a trivia contest in the future after this.
Oh man.
No, I don't. All joking aside, I don't like violence. I don't fight people unless they really force me to. I'm not into violence.
Or ask me to, or do something stupid that provokes me to.
Hey, Roy, can I please fight you? Do people actually ask you?
No. Here's the thing. Nobody.
How you doing today, Roy? Fight.
I do not have people showing up and saying they want to fight me. I don't know if that's hard to believe or not, but no.
It is definitely easy to believe. I would never show up to your house wanting to fight you. I don't want you to know where I live. I do not send return addresses on any of my socks. You scare the fuck out of me.
I've been told that by more than a few people that
ain't nobody got fucking that many plantar fasciitis rollers sitting on their fucking computer desk that aren't fucked up.
So I have been told, and I do not, honestly, I do not in any way attempt to be intimidating to people. I don't. However, I have been told by a lot of people over the years, they're like, I've had people just tell me that just my general look on my face, like when I'm just sitting it like normal, like I'm just like relaxed. They're like, you look like you're mad as fuck all the time.
So Roy Baker has RBF.
Resting bitch face. Yes, yeah. I've been told that.
Yeah.
And I'm just
like a resting serial killer face, but yeah.
RBF.
Yeah, just find you look like an Alabama guy that really likes its cousin.
The fun. Oh, the planter.
Roy, I consider us buddies, but I don't ever want to meet you because you legitimately terrify me.
You, whatever. Yeah, I'm not scary. Come on, man. I'm not a fucking monster. I'm not. Come on.
That's
I love you, beer man.
That's what.
I know. I know. I sent you my fucking socks. But it's creepy.
Was it Venom?
I have nothing but love in my heart for the whole world. I'm not a serial killer. I'm not a fighter, nothing like that. I just like everybody.
Pete, why is your heart like crowded on both sides? Like, isn't it supposed to be like?
Dude, the arm wrestling is giving me like a bit of claw hands, you know.
Yeah, look at
carpal
that
tunnel there. Carpal tunnel.
That's a bit of a claw, you know.
Man, your fingers just don't do that one very well.
Yeah. Nah. They're used to throwing up other things than hearts.
Are you talking about gang signs, Big B?
He's talking about fucking animal balloons.
Yeah.
Definitely the animal.
Oh
Pete,
man,
you like blowing up balloons?
He makes balloon animals, right?
no, I pay someone to do that stuff. Exactly.
That's your light work.
People, you know, I'm looking forward to them. I'm looking forward to the Ottawa Open. I'm very much looking forward to that event.
It's always a great event, honestly. Eric's very organized. A lot of showings to the Ottawa Open. And like the best thing is the Quebec guys finally come out to that event, which they never go out of their province for some reason. Too bad because there is some strong guys opposing Quebec, but like no one ever hears of them. So like, what the fuck? So that's why Ottawa Open's such a great thing.
Eric's got a good venue this year too. Tailgaters. It's a good spot to have an arm wrestling event for sure. You can put fucking 1,000 people in that place at least. You know what I mean?
That's awesome.
And I'm gonna bring a fucking crowd this year. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a fun party.
That's awesome.
Do you know why none
I'm
of those?
definitely gonna be there.
Yeah.
You know why none of those Quebecers ever go out of their province? You know why?
Because they can't understand the signs.
They're racist.
Oh yeah.
Fucking French
We're not
people,
getting into
right?
that shit again. Fuck. Quebec doesn't leave their province to arm wrestle
because there's no poutine.
Well, it's because they suck and they know they can't win if they leave.
God, the
French are weak.
Fuck is my gravy?
You're French, beer man.
The French haven't won a war in the history of fucking wars, and war is the only thing that fucking has history.
Have you ever heard of a guy named Napoleon Bonaparte?
Yeah, the guy fucking lost because he had fucking hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoids are the reason Napoleon lost.
He won a lot. He won a lot before he lost. He lost in the end.
He won battles, never a war.
Wasn't he hitting what's in thermometers again? The mercury? Wasn't he hitting the mercury there, Napoleon?
Could have been.
I'm pretty sure
he was doing something that was making him real nuts. And I think it may have been mercury.
He was injecting mercury?
Something, yeah, I'm telling you. He was
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Look, I don't know how France was even still a country, seeing as they've never won. Like, how has nobody just taken them? Well, that's a trick question too, because everybody's taking them, then realize I can't stand these cunts. They're not part of our shit. Fuck them. They can have their own shit back.
That's the thing. I mean, if you can make
too fancy with their baguettes, huh?
But you know what, Evan? The cool thing about France is that it's old. Like when you walk around, a lot of the places, like a lot of parts of it is still like back in the day, which is it's kind of cool. I like that shit. Like if you ever go to old Montreal, walk around, it's kind of cool. You know, this is like the real version of that, you know?
Yeah, it's old world stuff, real old world.
But I'm not sure. I was in Quebec last night having a fucking steak dinner. Okay, $250 dinner, me and my wife. We fucking Googled for the best fucking steak house in fucking old Quebec.
Yeah.
What a fucking shit show.
No, my house, man.
What's that?
They came to my house.
That was disgusting.
No
It
way.
like burned. We left the
No
worst fucking
way.
review on Google ever. Like
It was $250, and you're saying it sucked?
That's
it
terrible.
fucking sucked. That was the worst meal I've ever had, and I've been
Ah.
to a lot of restaurants. So, like, if you ever go to Quebec, go to the Continental. That was the best restaurant I've ever been to in Quebec. But don't go to the what the fuck it was called. But it was disgusting.
Quebec City's nice too. Quebec City's got a lot of good food out there.
Yeah, it's amazing, but like that restaurant was rated 4.5 stars, but it was total shit. But like Quebec, what I like about that, there's the most restaurants. Like you can go to a different restaurant every day for the next 5 years and never go to the same restaurant.
And they got a lot of good
I watched
course
way
meals.
too much fucking Gordon Ramsay, and now I can't deal with eating steak at a fucking restaurant because they all just piss me off. I want somebody to come out and call everybody stupid cunts about how bad the food is, because I can make it better in my kitchen.
Yeah, probably, but like you have to cook it yourself, so that's boring.
I like cooking it.
I know, but sometimes you feel lazy, right?
Yeah, but it's fancy because by the time I'm done cooking, I'm not even hungry anymore. I just want to go to bed.
You're too hammered.
What's the itis? That's what happens.
Yeah, you drank like 67 beers while you were cooking, Beer Man.
You know, Jesus.
I'm sure though. He's
Roy,
kind of babysitting his beer tonight.
Relax.
Evan throws it down in
67
the kitchen,
beers.
so-
Okay, 60.
Not when my kids are here. I always keep it under 40 in front of the children.
Evan, when it comes
You have standards.
when it comes to food, you'd be surprised. Like Evan definitely knows how to cook, and believe it or not, who you'd be really surprised. Fucking Brendan Lemon, that boy can fucking cook, bro. Holy
Mulvihill,
shit, man.
B,
Yeah,
you haven't had my cooking in a while.
yeah.
Dude, I've upgraded.
I'm not
He
saying.
mixes it with socks now.
B, I make my own hollandaise sauce now.
Bruh, well, that's it. That you know you're speaking my language. You know you're speaking the. You know.
Man, I got used to enjoying good food, and then I got pissed off because I can't get good food around here.
Yeah.
So I just learned how to make my own.
Thanks to Marcus Thompson.
I love hollandaise sauce. Hollandaise sauce is great.
I
So,
make
Roy,
a breakfast
do you
poutine like a
guys,
motherfucker.
If you like hollandaise, Roy, have you ever heard of breakfast poutine out where you're from?
I have not.
So
I haven't either.
You haven't heard of breakfast poutine? Okay. So what they do is they take hash browns. They'll do like a garlic
Home
butter on them
fries.
with onions. Yeah, home fries, and then they put cheese, hollandaise sauce, and then like you can get like protein on it too. You know what I mean?
No
But it
shit.
is fucking delicious.
That
No
sounds
shit.
really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wring out my socks.
So can
I
you
got
get,
some
can you
of the
get like
chat here
bacon
going
top
on
of it?
here.
Oh yeah, yeah. Of
Zach
course, a lot
Sadler
of places
saying that the
sell it
beer
with
man's jerky is for real.
Yeah, your jerky is amazing, dude.
Oh yeah,
Spicy
yeah.
as
yeah.
fuck.
We
I love it.
slap that up. That moose jerky. Even last time when it was really spicy, it was still fucking good. I remember.
Yeah, but it's a good spice though.
Well, he's made it like on his birthday specifically. That shit was fucking spicy, boy. That one time.
That was about 3. That was about a 3.
Yeah.
What kind of pepper? What kind of pepper did you put in this real spicy one, Big Man?
Well, the toilet paper you use, Roy, it has to be thick enough to wipe the spiciness off your butthole. Is that what you're asking?
I have a bidet.
That's tick. That's
So-
tick, man.
I do have like a good pile of Carolina Reapers all ready to go, but
Yeah.
generally I don't use the Reapers in
That's-
my jerky most of the time.
Because nobody
use-
can eat that. Nobody can eat that. Almost nobody. Right.
Right,
He's a
but
garbage can.
I make it hotter than that. So I got a few hot sauces that I put into the the marinade instead. The Reapers, if you really want to use them to make it really hot, you got to boil them down and extract all of the oils, and that's a lot of fucking work. So if I'm using the Reapers themselves, I dehydrate them and I grind them up into a powder, and then I mix them into the marinade. And that's when you're getting like, it's spicy, but it's not crazy.
Yeah.
When I want to use the extracts, I make some hot ass shit. So B,
What's
that's
the one
that you
what's
had.
the one I had tried?
Like 3 stars. So, John, the stuff I brought down to Barry,
Yeah.
that's about the same heat that B had. 3-star.
Yeah. See, that was spicy.
It's
but not,
fucking
like,
hot.
Yeah, it
if
wasn't
you're not
crazy.
a spicy guy,
Yeah.
you're fucked.
Yeah. See, I find it moderate.
Well, you like hot, spicy.
I love it. I eat it all the time.
Right. So
My
a guy
tongue
that's
is
not really enjoying spicy food can't eat that.
Yeah.
It'll fuck them up.
Probably, yeah.
Now, when
Then
I
the
get to my
combo with the
5-star,
big-
oh boy.
Yeah,
Fucked
no,
up,
no,
eh?
I wouldn't be able to touch that.
No shit.
No.
I bleed for several days afterwards.
Ugh.
So how do you compare it to the Wacky Wings waiver signing wings?
They have nothing that's even close.
Really? Eh? No shit. I want to try.
Man, if you want me to make you some like fuck your face, fuck right off jerky, I can do it.
Fuck yeah, I'll eat it live on a Tuesday night.
No, you
Nice.
won't.
Oh fuck yeah.
Dude, I'll make it, I'll vacuum seal it, and I'll send it up.
Awesome.
And you're not gonna eat the bag of it.
Well, probably not.
We're gonna have to go live on a Wednesday morning to see how bad this was. There
When I
might be
go
more
for a
blood
spin,
than
or
there is
what?
shit in the morning.
Oh. You actually want to know what I crave too? I crave that, and I crave Mike's fucking deer pepperettes. Those things are fucking bussin'.
Oh man, that fucking dry salami he was making? Jesus, that was good.
Crazy good, man. It was so buttery last time. I was eating the fucking hell out of it, man. It's a good thing he has wax of it. Fuck.
Oh man, Mike's got some shit. I
Yeah.
need Mike to tell the story about the dickhead that he worked with that kept eating his pepperettes.
Yeah.
Oh man, he got fucked right over. Some dude kept eating my buddy's pepperettes at work. So I sent him some of my hot sauce, and he like just syringed in pockets of this crazy fucking hot sauce.
That's good.
And then the guy tried to steal his pepperettes. And now we don't know if he did it, but we assume it was the guy that was stuck in the bathroom for 7 hours straight.
Oh yeah, that'll fuck your day up.
So if you don't know much about hot sauces, like Scoville units and all that shit, we get crazy. Like we put up crazy fucking numbers.
Yeah, you guys go extra with it. Me, I keep up to a certain level, then I'm like, fuck off. You know what I mean? Then I'll just tell you straight up, fuck off. You know what I mean? Like I'm not eating that shit.
Well,
but
yeah,
see,
it's not fun.
There's
Like the jalapenos, like 15,000 Scovilles.
Yeah, that's easy.
Habaneros, like 40,000. The Carolina Reapers, like 2 million.
Even the
Police
last
issue
dab.
mace is 3.5 million. I got shit at 9 and 7 and 12 million.
Yeah.
You know,
But
when
see,
I
it's
start fucking
enjoy-
around with that, nobody wants it.
It's enjoyable to one point. After
Yeah.
that, it's to
Yeah,
just
yeah.
show off.
I had a
Exactly.
batch of
And
jerky that
show
was so
that you can eat
goddamn
it.
hot that as soon as you stopped eating, it tasted good.
Yeah.
But as soon as you stopped eating it, everything's on fucking fire. Like you don't know what to do with yourself.
And
It's
so
40 minutes of that burn. So
Hey,
me
I
being a
haven't-
drunken idiot, I just keep eating it because it's not burning while I'm eating it. And then
I
next thing
haven't.
you know, my guts are burning and hurting. Like, oh man, this is such a bad idea. I bled for a week.
yeah.
Have you seen the chip? It's a crazy spicy chip, supposedly. I see people.
Yeah,
yeah,
the
yeah,
one
yeah.
chip challenge.
The one chip
Chauncey
challenge.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, have
Uncle
you tried?
Chuck did that live like 3 times now.
No shit.
Mhm.
Have you tried it yourself?
Yeah, it's hot. It sucks. It's hot. I gotta pee.
So at some point when you start eating these really hot, spicy peppers, and I used to grow my own, what they call ghost peppers, the boot jalokas.
Yeah.
I used to grow them and make my own sauce. At some point, and I haven't mess with the Carolina Reaper, whatever. But at some point, all you're tasting is pain.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
At some point, just the flavor goes away.
That's what I was saying. So like there's certain point where you can enjoy it, and after that it's just to test yourself or show off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the cool thing that I'm interested in is when you see guys like Johnny Scoville and like the LA Beast, when they do these crazy shit where they hit this point where they're saying they're feeling like euphoria and like your brain, like you almost get high from the hot sauce, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would kind of be interested in that aspect, but the risk to reward factor for me would just be too aggressive. You know what I mean? Like it's
100%.
Like, yeah, I'd be like, yeah, it seemed cool, but like I'd have to get my tolerance up. It'd be like I'd have to like start like getting my weight up because like my hot sauce tolerance isn't like the best. Like I can eat hot shit, but like you start getting past like 1 million Scovilles, like beat it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not getting anywhere near that shit. You know?
Big B, imagine eating magic mushrooms that have that hot sauce on them.
Fuck. See, like that would be really
now
bad.
You're talking. Like, this is where B's gonna keep up at a hot challenge.
Yeah.
So, he loves eating those.
Like the mushrooms can inherently fuck your gut up, and then I can only imagine putting some nuts hot stuff on those. That would be like kind of a recipe for disaster, I think.
You better not leave the house for the next 2 or 3 days. You better stay near a
unless you
fucking
lemon
bathroom.
Actually, you know what you would have to do? You'd have to grind it up into a powder and add that lemon juice to it, and then you'd be good to go.
You know, here's the problem with the mushrooms and not fucking your guts up. It doesn't fuck your guts up as bad as my drinking does.
Yeah.
I agree.
So sometimes while eating those mushrooms, I'm okay the next day because the mushrooms decided to take me into one direction and left the beer fridge behind.
Yeah.
And then other nights, it's like they give me the idea to drink all 65 beers sitting there.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so if they tell me to leave the beers behind, I wake up in the morning, my guts are only mildly bothered, and it's not that bad. It's like waking up on every day. Yeah. But when they tell me to drink 65 more beers, oh my God. You can't come within 3 blocks of the toilet I use that day.
It's always the
alcohol. I make
alcohol.
sure to drive around and use every fast food fucking bathroom I can that day.
Dude, I'm gonna have to say the story and allegedly, you know what I mean? Allegedly, somebody named Beer Person made like the best decision ever at like 3 a.m. when we were all pissed, or like I didn't even think it was humanly possible to get high on mushrooms for the amount of liquor and alcohol that these people drank. But like at some point, someone decides, hey, let's do fucking mushrooms, and I'm like,
this is a made-up story that it definitely wasn't me at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I don't know if this is a good idea. And then as I'm saying it, I've already eaten like a gram, you know what I mean? And dude, this
allegedly
to a magical place that night.
Disappear.
Oh, man.
You see this?
Oh yeah.
So Big B, what you're saying is you went over the mountain with Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah. We went to people turned,
and then we ran through the hills.
Like someone turned into a human owl. Fucking, I got caught in the repetitive motion syndrome. Like it was fucking awesome. Like best decision ever.
Look, B walks into my kitchen at like 5:30 in the morning. I'm just laying on the floor. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I don't know."
Oh man, freaking!
I don't know, but I like it here.
Just howling like an owl. Just.
Everybody left my house at like 8 a.m.
Yeah.
And I realized my house is completely shit fucked.
He was an owl.
What a fucking mess. So I'm standing in like the archway between my living room and my kitchen, trying to figure out which room I'm going to start cleaning. Except one room is purple and the other room is green.
Yeah.
And I just didn't know which color was better to clean first.
Yeah.
It's a hard decision.
Flip a coin.
Well, the wife woke up an hour later. I had 2 garbage bags full of beer cans already cleaned up. And she's like, what are you doing? Because I'm still standing in this doorway. I'm like, cleaning. So looks around. Cleaning what? This place is fucked.
Dude, we gotta reenact that again. We gotta do that same fucking birthday.
So
Oh,
basically,
dude.
you felt like my background, right?
Yeah.
That's B's
Yeah.
background.
Yeah. 100%.
That's fucked
Oh.
up.
That happens a lot in the valley. But like I remember there's certain times where you make decisions, and like that was like the best game time decision ever for sure.
That was a good time. That was a good time. I had a great time.
Oh fuck.
Man, if you're gonna do mushrooms, you need a bonfire and at least one person that can understand how to take less mushrooms that's still able to play a guitar properly while also on mushrooms so they can still feel the proper vibes.
So that's Maynard. We need Maynard there.
Oh
We need
man,
those
get
bangers,
Maynard and Smitty and B-Rad.
Oh, they'll be fucking just whoo.
Holy fuck, you turned into an owl.
Oh yeah. There it is.
Look, the next time we're gonna do that, we gotta have a closed party and not just let everybody in.
Yeah. There's some characters that roll through that night. Some characters, I tell you.
It was a good time.
Mhm.
We gotta we'll auction off tickets to the beer man's birthday party.
Yeah.
Roy,
Yes, sir.
they're not for sale for you.
Okay.
He's like, oh man. He's like, come on,
Hey,
man.
right.
Just let
You would
me
have
in,
to
man.
stop buying socks for 3 years to afford these tickets.
No, Roy's just gonna buy the birthday socks.
Mhm.
There you go.
Mhm.
Super gummy.
Those will be spicy.
Oh man, we go all out for my birthday though. Like,
Yeah.
we get drunk for like 87 hours. But I cook feasts like 3 times throughout that.
Yeah, it's good.
When is your birthday? What day is your birthday?
Roy, stop asking questions that you already know.
I really don't know.
You have it tattooed on the inside of your fucking scrotum. Don't lie to me.
All right, I'm going to show you.
God damn it. Fuck Austin. I will end this. February 27th.
Okay.
Yeah.
February 27th.
So,
So you were
this
almost-
year, I'm probably going to do a couple family friends, small little gathering of getting super fucked for a while. But next year, if I've made it to 40,
Mhm.
that's going to be it.
That'll be good.
Yeah.
You've tried really hard not to make it to 40.
That's not true. I've tried really hard to enjoy all of my time that I have.
Here for
Yeah.
a good time, not a long time.
But like you say, it's kind of a milestone if you make it to 40.
I had a palm reader tell me at 21 years old that I will never make it to 40.
Well, I hope you do,
Okay.
dear man. You're pretty close.
Right, which is why I'm getting more and more reckless. I ain't going to live a year and a half, so fuck it, let's go.
Yeah, you might as well just go skydiving without, like jump out with one of those wingsuits on where you just like glide to the ground instead of having a parachute.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, but
Those
you
wingsuit
can't
guys
sky-
all have parachutes on. They just don't pull up until they're done their big mountain flight.
I've seen a guy like actually he like ran into like a bunch of padding on the ground, like he just like swooped into it.
Right.
See, Evan wouldn't land there.
No,
He would land on the rock.
Yeah, he'd hit
I'd be
the side
way
of the
too
mountain.
drunk to hit a little landing pad.
You'd be lucky if you hit the fucking earth, you drunk motherfucker.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I got so drunk I fell out of a boat and couldn't hit the water.
Couldn't find your ass with both hands.
Yeah, but the boat was parked in the garage.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't know that when I got on.
That's why no one like spoke at
Hey, B, you got to see TJ's new setup. TJ
Is that
bought a
physically
yacht.
possible?
TJ bought a yacht.
No way.
TJ is a fucking yacht captain.
Like, this is a true story. Like, TJ bought a yacht.
Yep.
And he's also an Allied arm wrestler.
I light. Dude,
Well,
this is like a 60-foot fucking yacht,
Oh shit.
right?
Enough.
Beat to shit.
okay, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It cost him more to get it delivered than it did to buy it.
Yeah.
But he's got it all up on blocks in his backyard while he's fixing it.
Okay.
Right? And I mean, for a few $1,000 and like a week of work, he has got the coolest boat that any of us know.
No way.
You know what else he bought? A shitty fucking trailer. And he
Still the
spent
same
the
thing?
last week
Mm-hmm.
with a sawmill cutting down trees and building cribbing to jack that fucking trailer up to the same height as his yacht. So they're in the backyard so he can just walk off his yacht into his trailer. He doesn't need to go into the house anymore ever again.
Wow.
I'm not kidding. He's got a trailer like 8 feet in the fucking air. So he can just walk onto his yacht and back into the trailer. Fuck it.
So is he building the yacht to be
The man cave.
seaworthy, or is it a land yacht?
All I know is if the world floods, all TJ has to do is roll in a bed and he's on his boat.
Yeah.
And we're all fucked.
Yeah. Well, TJ, I mean, for as friggin' drunk and shitty as that guy is, he's good with his fucking hands.
Man,
He's-
he
he's
knows
good.
how to do a little bit of shit. Now,
Yeah.
Roy, you're really
Yes, sir.
good with trivia and shit. How many of each animal did Moses bring on his yacht? Or the ark?
2.
Five.
No, that was Noah, not Moses, you fucking idiot. That's why you lost.
They were related.
Yeah, everybody's related.
At one point.
He only brought fucking 2 people. All the rest were animals. So after 40 days and 40 nights, your wife probably wasn't looking that good. You're probably related to half the animals now.
There you go. Look,
At
sheep.
least a few of those goats were looking pretty.
Sheep are better than goats.
And you do have kilts, don't you?
Sheep are more anatomically close to the human than any other. They just are.
No, chimpanzees.
Sheep.
Chimpanzees.
You say tomato, I say tomato.
It's pronounced fuck you in my world, but same thing. My little brother actually has a t-shirt that says, some people pronounce it tomato, some people pronounce it fuck you. And it's got a picture of a half squashed tomato on his t-shirt. And we're at the bar, and a guy just comes over to him and tells him to take his shirt off. It's offensive.
Really?
Were you in the gay bar? Or?
No.
Are you sure?
How many years ago was this? This shit was offensive to somebody.
Oh man, way too long ago. Like nowadays, everything's fucking offensive. But this was back, I'm gonna say 15 years ago.
Wow.
And this was a big dude. Just trying to throw his weight around on my little brother. And I'm like,
A big gay guy?
no. I mean, he might have been. Look, I don't judge. You can do whatever you want in your own bedroom.
Yeah.
But I seized this as an opportunity.
Did you tell him to fuck off?
With both hands.
The double whammy. That only comes out for special occasions.
Well, I mean, motherfucker
Mm-hmm.
didn't fall fast enough. So the second one was on the way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, seriously, this guy picked a fight with my little brother over his t-shirt because some people pronounce tomato, some people pronounce it fuck you. No,
Well, that
that's
sounds
offensive.
like,
Take your
sounds
shirt
like a
off
bit of
or
a-
we're fighting. I'm like, you know what? you might find his shirt offensive, but I find your stupid fucking face offensive. So take it off or we're going to fight.
Yep.
And he chose to fight instead of take his face off. So I took it off for him.
Bad decision on his part, right?
Clearly. Very clearly.
Actually, funny thing about that, I live to regret that whole incident within a week. While I was telling this kind gentleman that I disliked his face very much, his friend decided he wanted to step in from the side and grab a hold of me. To which my little brother did not take kindly to and said, "That's my fucking brother. Don't touch him." But then he let go of me and he grabbed my brother. And now I'm offended that somebody just grabbed my brother.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't take my eyes off of this dude. I just reached out, grabbed that guy by the throat, picked him up, and chokeslammed him through a table. Then all the bouncers ran over and tackled those guys and said, "Evan, would you like them out the front door or the back?" At the back door. I would definitely like to go outside and talk to these gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
So I took my shirt off and I handed it to a bouncer on my way out the door. And the bouncer's like, there's 3 cruisers in the back parking lot. I was like, "Oh, well, that's fantastic. Can I have my shirt back?" I went to the bar and had another beer.
Yep. Yep.
But this is actually directly related to how I got into arm wrestling. A week later, this other bar opened up again that had been closed for 5 or 6 years because it was a fucking hug and slug, right? Like, you went there to fuck or fight, and I never saw your sister there once, Roy. So we're at that bar opens back up, and I'm bouncing there, and I distinctly remember the bouncers meeting. You know, the whole security team meeting before the bar ever opened. And the only person I remember really there, so I knew me and my older brother Adam, and then there was this one other dude that I remember from that meeting. All the rest of the guys are like, they're bigger dudes, army guys or whatever. They're all bouncing, whatever. I just remember this one skinny little pretty boy at the end of the table. And I'm like, I don't feel confident with that guy as the one that has my back in a bouncing situation. And they're like, "Oh man, that's a world level strength athlete." Like, that skinny little pretty boy. It was Alan Ford. So the first night happens. We all, man, these motherfuckers, they came in there trying to fight bouncers. They picked a fight. They ripped the back door off. They put the boots to one of the bouncers. He's got steel plates put in his head from that. It fucking got out of hand.
Fuck.
And I had to, like, brain buster a dude. Like, a fucking full-on brain buster. You obviously know the move.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
But I didn't keep him in the armpit. I had him right up and then sucked him down to it. It was mean. But it got so out of hell that night because we got, like, there was 8 bouncers and 12 dudes jumped us. So, like, it was crazy. Like, there was bodies fucking flying everywhere. It was nuts. Half the bouncers quit because their wives wouldn't let them work there anymore.
Pussies.
Alan was not on that night, so I don't know if he would have been allowed back. I mean, that shit got out of hand. So we had another meeting the next night. It was like about what's going to happen the next weekend. And the owner of the bar says, "You know what? I've got one of the old bouncers that used to be here, and we're going to have him park his big ass in front of the front door to make sure nobody wants to start." I had no idea who it was, but it was Carnegie. Right, so week 2, I'd met Alan at the bouncers meeting. No, week 2, Carnegie and Alan Ford are both bouncing with me that night. And I'm listening to these guys talk all night about the Devin and Pushkar match. That Devin just beat Pushkar. I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. But that's how I got introduced to arm wrestling.
No shit.
So I'm gonna say that if I was just a general douchebag who wanted to just be an idiot and fight somebody, and I showed up at the fucking bar, there's the nephew of Butcher Vachon and Mad Dog Vachon, who weighs more than 300 pounds, standing at the door. I'm probably going to go, you know what? There's a better place we can go for this.
He was barely over 300 pounds then.
I don't give a shit. He's a big
He could still dunk back then.
He's a big dude. He's a big dude. I mean,
Yeah.
and you probably don't want that big motherfucker to get a hold of you. You probably really don't want that.
You don't want that guy to slap you.
Yeah, I can see that.
A punch, not so bad, but a slap, fuck that. He has got like 18 slap knockouts, but no punches.
There's actually a
Hey.
slap fucking contest.
If you can, why punch somebody? Actually, this like balling up your fist, that's a very limited movement. If you can hit somebody with a slap and knock them out, why wouldn't you? It's better.
I like the elbow.
Well, it's better if you can do it.
Yeah.
And I will throw the whole palm in scenarios that benefit. You're really better off to be able to do all of them.
Yeah, I mean, you want to have everything in your toolbox, but open hand is a lot more free. It's like freedom arm wrestling.
Man,
With an
Carnegie just punches like a bitch, but he slaps like a motherfucker.
Slaps like a pimp.
yeah.
I would take a punch from Carnegie over a punch from JT or Big B. A slap. Ooh. You know what? I'd probably take a JT punch over a Carnegie slap. And I got a hard time deciding whether or not I would take Big B's foot or Carnegie's slap. But both of those suck.
Aggressive. It's aggressive.
Yeah. For speaking as somebody who knows how to slap the teetotal shit out of somebody, a slap can be very effective. It can be.
Fuck.
I've
Yeah.
slapped
That's a
people
lot
and
of
they've
slapping.
had like life-changing epiphanies. It's pretty funny.
Oh man, if my wife wasn't sleeping, she's an expert on what slaps. Never mind.
Your wife beats you up too, Evan?
This is the universal symbol for I need help, Evan.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it's her that beats me.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Oh, 4 foot fuck Oliver. No, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care what YouTube thinks. I slapped the shit out of my wife.
No.
But she asked for it. It's consensual. It's
Yes.
consensual.
Exactly.
Right. I mean,
Okay.
it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. She likes it. Let's make YouTube feel better about this whole
I
statement.
literally just
Yeah.
got emailed by YouTube telling me I'm an idiot.
But it's not. Look, YouTube cannot discriminate against the BDSM community.
Well, here's the thing. Bush pays me to get wife beating drunk. So I don't know who to tell off.
Bush beer?
Yeah, the major sponsor or the YouTube. I don't know. You guys got to get together and sort this out. Am I or am I not allowed to get drunk enough to beat my wife? Let me know.
Only consensually. Only because
Yeah.
she likes it. She likes it rough. That's what you're telling us.
No, I would never hit my wife. Although, after enough Bush beers, I turn into a worse father than Chris Benoit.
Hey, do you remember the show where me and you and Uncle John were talking about Benoit? And it was like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you know what? He was great in the ring. He was really good. If you think about it, really, he was a fucking killer. And Uncle John, when I said that, Uncle John he went like this. Like I saw him.
Whoa.
Just like, he
Just
like,
too far. I actually do recall that. I even said the words too far.
You like too much, just too much.
There's a whole lot of fucking theories behind that say Chris Benoit had nothing to do with it.
Well, I wasn't there, so I don't know what happened. However, what I think is the most plausible explanation is Chris Benoit was suffering from serious head trauma, serious.
Shut up, sheep.
Traumatic.
Shut up, sheep.
What is it called? Goddamn CTE, chronic traumatic encephalopathy. Fuck. Anyway, his brain was fucked up.
This is why you lose trivia.
Yeah, I'm fucking drunk and high. Give me a break.
I was drunk and high when we started the fucking trivia, you bitch.
Well, you're just a better man than me, beer man. That's all I can say.
Drunk and high, I'm better than you, sober.
Whatever, I'll beat you in a fucking wrestling match.
Arm wrestle or wrestling?
Wrestling.
Like,
so like hugging guys weirdly?
Are you talking amateur
yeah, like gay,
or pro?
Gay, like gay stuff.
Yeah, gay fighting.
Yeah, gay fighting.
I would along to do this.
I would never fight Beer Man. If I had a problem with Beer Man, I'd just shoot him from a long distance.
I mean, if you were involved with that like deep South wrestling where you had stupid ass promoters making choices like Ric Flair should be the guy, and they say Roy's got to win the match, it's like I quit. Nobody's gonna believe this.
Ric Flair's my guy.
Ric Flair's the fucking greatest ever.
Yeah,
Fuck you, Beer Man.
Ric Flair's a G.
Man, I fucking hate Ric Flair.
Oh, dude.
Look, you just accept the fact that he was a superior performer.
I was like, no.
Way, like, if you're like a WWF guy who thinks Hulk Hogan was fucking great because you're 10 years younger than me and you grew up in that era, Ric Flair.
No, but I did when I was fucking 8.
Ric Flair was the fucking man. He had so many 60-minute matches. He had,
and I couldn't watch any of them.
Whatever.
Great. So you know what? I'm glad they were the last match of the night, so I could fucking go to bed 57 minutes earlier because I saw all 3 moves that Ric Flair knows how to take a bump for.
Fuck you, Hulk
Fuck
Hogan.
off.
Hulk Hogan against fucking Brutus Beefcake for 5 minutes is your favorite match, you faggot.
It's a lot. Look, 1, you're not allowed to say that, and 2, Ric Flair couldn't put a fucking candle to Hulk Hogan and Brutus Beefcake.
He'd have fucking stretched both of them. He'd have fucking stretched them.
Whatever, out of your fucking mind. Josh, explain kindly that you would have beat the shit out of Ric Flair and Roy Baker at the same time. Please.
Did he say Josh or John?
John, tell him.
Calls him Josh.
Look, I'm not.
Look,
Look,
Josh?
Yeah, you call me Josh, you douchebag.
I don't think so. I think your French accent is
you-
impeding your ears.
fuck you, Bear Man.
Fuck you.
Don't disrespect John Terry and the fucking guy who just kicked ass in Arm Wars the way he did. Fucking smashed people, and you're fucking calling him Josh.
Look,
Okay.
I disrespect everybody because I'm a dickhead. But Josh Terrian and I are friends. And nobody likes Roy Baker. You know what? I get fucking letters in the mail. In the fucking mail.
No, you
With
don't.
socks?
Which is weird. Because nobody fucking sends shit in the mail. But I still get letters in the mail from my dirty old socks saying they fucking hate the weird ways you put them around. Now, Josh Terrian, please explain to Roy Baker that you would fuck him up.
He would. Hey.
So Roy, who do you want me to beat in the U.S.?
Arm wrestling?
Everybody.
Arm wrestle, not the gay wrestle, not the fucking
I'm not
beer
saying
drinking.
things like gay.
So, goddamn, in the U.S. at about, what are you, 185, 190?
76.
What do you weigh, John?
He competed
185.
at
I can
76.
cut down to 176 in an hour.
Okay, so 185. Goddamn, shoo.
176 is my class.
in the U.S. Have you ever thought about taking on Sam Harris?
Yeah, that motherfucker won't answer anything. I called him.
Sam
out
Harris is
on-
a 154 guy that hasn't pulled in years.
Yeah,
What
but he's
about,
but they're both roofers, right?
What about
that
Justin
sorry?
Bishop?
Sam Harris is a roofer, right?
No.
Nah. He looks like a pretty boy that works on the computer.
I
He's a
think
pen
he was a
pusher.
roofer. I think Sam Harris was a roofer.
Probably one of those fucking weird flat roofers.
Yeah.
Oh,
That'd be a good
Flowers
match. I
is,
mean, I'm trying
He's
to
probably an estimator, that fucker.
honestly, John, I can't think of anybody at your weight class. I'm trying to think in the States. I'm trying to think
Luke
of somebody
or Jeff.
what about like Justin Bishop or Luke Kent
Yeah.
or something like that?
Justin is pretty big.
I think Justin would be a good match, honestly.
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool.
Yeah. Now that you say that, I'd like to see you and Justin Bishop pull.
I
Yeah.
hate that match.
Oh, if I could gain the weight to meet him at his weight, I think
Look,
I could.
I
give him a
like
good
John. You know, John's my buddy.
Yeah, but how big is
But I
Justin?
like Justin.
Is Justin 200 pounds? How big is he?
Yeah, he gets up to the high 190s. I mean, he beat RVJ in that first round.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah. How tall are
Justin's
how tall
a
are
bad
you, John?
dude.
How
But
tall are you, John?
stylistically, I
I'm
hate
fine.
the match for John.
I'm 5'10".
I like both these guys.
Okay.
No,
I don't
I
like
like
that
straight
matchup.
up. I like straight up answers. You know, like. But honestly, I'm not scared to pull anyone. So like,
You shouldn't be.
No, I get it. There's no reason for you to not want it. I
No,
just don't want that. I would rather you see all the other guys. I think Justin Bishop is probably
What about
the toughest matchup.
Hey,
That way.
100%.
so all right, I'm gonna throw this out there just because I'm thinking of weight classes. How about you pulling Artem?
Artem's pretty big.
Yeah, but he's at 200 pounds too. But you know what? Like, if I'd really put the work into it, like if I'd had a couple months, I could get my diet going. I could get up to 200 pounds.
No, seriously. If you didn't drink or smoke or, you know, not care and you actually worked out.
Yeah. Cheers to that one.
Yeah.
is Mike is Mike Solera still pulling, or is he not pulling no more?
I haven't seen him in a while.
It doesn't matter. He sucked anyways.
Did he do, yeah, I was just
But
thinking of someone around his weight.
No, Mike's too big. Mike's
Hey,
200 plus.
Hey, I got a
Okay.
question. How about you? No, this is not the States, but how about John pulling Alan Ford?
Alan Ford. I try to get him in. I hear him trying to get him in a super match. He has bigger fish to fry, he says. So
Really?
I'll let him cook his fish, and
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, literally bigger. You know,
he is bigger. He pulls into he weighs like 220 pounds. So like, but like
Yeah.
I would take a
Alan
super
makes the
match.
198, but he's got to work to make 198 now.
What about how big is Tony Katowski or whatever?
Now, Tony is a guy that cuts down to 165 that walks
Yep.
around 200 plus.
Yeah.
Tony is a fun match. That dude will meet you
Yeah.
in the hook.
He's
Mhm.
had a lot of injuries just build up on him over the last few years, though.
He also has a great top roll. Tony is a very difficult matchup for anybody because he's A plus at everything.
Yeah.
I would rather see the Tony match than the Justin
Justin?
match.
But see, the Justin match, I'll know more after he competes East versus West against Mondaga.
Yeah,
Then
yeah,
I'll be able to know where Justin stands at, right?
The only good thing
Yeah.
about you versus Alan Ford is it's easy to set up. You guys aren't that far.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
John,
You know, it'd be cool.
you're not
man.
going to get a match against Alan unless there's money. And if there's money, you're not going to win a match against Alan.
Yeah, but honestly, I have nothing to prove against Allen. What the fuck is that going to give me?
Right. Well, it's
if it's too
if
much of
you
a
win,
weight,
it's a big fucking win. Right. But you're probably not. And losing to him doesn't hurt you, but it doesn't do anything for you. But it doesn't do anything for him. So I can't see that match happening unless somebody's like, you know what, I'm going to pay $2,000 to the winner. But you're going to get an Alan Ford that wants $2,000, and you're just not big enough.
Yeah, if there's too much,
He also has a great coach, and you don't even arm wrestle.
Yeah, but you know what? After I stop Alan, I think I could fucking destroy him.
Right. And then 3 seconds of me talking to Alan, you got lit the fuck up.
The last time I pulled him,
yes.
After all the super match, I pulled 3 hours outside. Then we did the King of the Table. I don't count that as a match. And I've went over that on Facebook with Alan.
Right. Hey, you stopped him in a hook and you held on, and Alan finally listened to me, picked up his elbow, came over. I was like, look, do this. John, I know you too well. You've got a guy that's bigger, stronger, been around for longer, that has a coach that knows arm wrestling too well.
Yeah.
You're going to get the match doesn't go well for you. I don't think so.
So what this sounds like to me is fresh for fresh. I think John Therrian likes his chances against Alan Ford.
I think right, except Alan went through the bigger, tougher weight class and did after pulling as well. I mean, I was there.
I don't know how heavy he is right now, but a cool match too would be Roger Cunningham.
Ooh. God damn. John, you're giving up some weight. But it's a guy that's gonna fucking go in.
It'd be a sick match.
Roger's like 6'6", isn't he?
Yeah, but he's only like 215.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but I've seen him. Sometimes he gets pretty skinny though.
He'll make 198.
He's always skinny.
But John's never had to worry about trying to make 198 unless he's like, fuck. Has anybody got 3 extra fucking Big Macs?
You can do it, John. 8 Big Macs.
I think I'm about to start eating pancakes like every fucking world athlete does.
Did he just say he was going to eat pancakes, then flex both biceps?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm about to.
Dude, I just don't see you jumping that weight class. I'm not
sure how big he was. I'm not sure if Roger does he get down to ever like 180 or shit like that? You know?
No.
Okay, so he's like a 200-pound guy then, at least.
Yeah.
So hey, here's something I hadn't thought about. People in the chat are saying, take on Jamie Sheldon.
That would be a cool match, honestly.
The Hellraiser.
Right, but Jamie gets up at like 220.
Yeah, but see, I'd still be okay to pull that guy.
The match would be good.
Yeah.
But if he's 220, you're not gaining anything.
Yes, but if I could if I'd have like a month to get ready, I'm sure I could get near the 200 part, like a pound mark. We'd have a match.
No, this isn't about me worried about you losing. It's just you're still my guy. I don't want you. I want you to grow, right? Even if you win,
is fucking Hale still?
You're
pulling?
Already ahead of him.
Is fucking
Hellraiser?
Yeah.
So I called him on at Arm Wars, but people are bitching, saying that
you're gonna slap his fucking glasses off him. It's awesome.
So people are saying that I called on someone way later than me, not realizing that I'm a 176-pound puller.
Yeah.
And
but
then they
he's
still
a 165 guy, so
yes, but he's ranked in the 176. He's ranked third
ahead of you, yeah,
in North America.
So Sam, Tony, Jeff, and Luke are the guys that you want to look at.
Yeah.
Sam's not going to do it.
No.
Tony is a bad dude.
Yeah.
But I like the match. Jeff, I love the match. Luke, I really, really want to see the match.
That'd be a cool match.
And then Justin Bishop, if he ever decides that people are going to let him pull 76 again, that's just
honestly, he won't
matchup.
He won't pull 176. So, like, if I'd ever pull Justin, I would need to gain the weight. to meet him where he's at.
Oh, if there was a guy putting up the money, he'll put up the money, or he'll show up at 76. He always has. He's always made 65.
Really, eh? No shit.
You know what?
exactly.
Adam Wilmot.
Yeah.
He's not that far. Buffalo.
Hey, what about
Yeah, Wilmot's cool too.
what about Corey
Miller?
Corey Miller that went against Giannis?
See, again,
Yeah,
Corey
Corey
Miller,
Miller's
people
class.
are saying he's too light for me. But again, he's ranked second in 176. So, like, I think Corey would be a good match.
How's it? He's not too light for you. If y'all both, I mean,
He's not too light.
No.
That's a tough match, though.
It would be.
Well, here's the thing.
He's going to try
You've
to
never
top
really
roll
seen
you.
what happens when you get out hit.
What's that, sorry?
We've never seen a guy faster than you.
No, but like honestly, like at Arm Wars, I didn't even concentrate on the speed. I just concentrated in getting in my position, right? So like when you arm wrestle higher ranked people, world level people, you don't concentrate on the hitting first. That won't happen unless you're the hitman.
Right, but what happens when you got a world level guy that's just insanely fast?
But I have crazy back pressure and side pressure. So what I do against him is just load up
You do not have crazy back pressure.
enough for that weight.
Nope.
Oh yeah.
No. No. I've arm wrestled guys your weight with way more back pressure, but their side pressure isn't close. I think you confuse them a little bit.
Yeah, it's very possible. So what I'm saying is I can stop his hit. If I concentrate in his head.
If you could stop his hit with somewhat of a position, yes. Corey's a dangerous dude.
He's
is.
fast as fuck. He's fast as fuck.
I'm not
Right.
saying don't do that. I think Justin Bishop is the toughest matchup at 76 that you could do.
Yeah.
North America.
Yeah.
I think it was Joe Fox.
I don't really think there's anybody that's out of your range, though. Like,
I really need to work on my endurance if it's long super matches for sure. I maybe have to start smoking half a pack less a day.
yeah, or
That'd be a good
possibly
thing.
like work out. Whatever.
Or maybe
Yeah.
just stop smoking altogether, motherfucker.
No, that's bullshit. Shut
Should
the
we
fuck.
kick Roy off the stream for talking stupid?
Yeah.
He's not getting any more socks. I gotta
No.
see again. Fuck. You guys don't drink enough beer.
You know
I
what?
drank rum instead.
Think about so John Therrian.
Yeah.
How old are you?
26.
Okay. So you're a young fella.
Yeah.
And think about I know this probably doesn't. I'm 48 years old, okay? I'm a lot older than you.
Yeah.
Right. So let me just say that the fact that you are obviously a world level athletic competitor, arm wrestler, but like you were able to compete at a world level because you just beat Frodo.
Yeah.
The fact that you're doing it, smoking fucking cigarettes, is incredible. Like you 25 or 30 years from now, you will look back and you go, you know what? God damn, I was fucking that good, and I was smoking fucking cigarettes. Like you'll look back and you'll go, holy shit. Right?
But you know what?
Are you really doing that? John Therrian is a young me, and I'm not doing that.
So, Roy, I'll tell you one thing. I'm not proud of smoking cigarettes, obviously, but it's the only fucking bad thing I do, and I like smoking, so I will not stop.
I'm not shaming you. I'm not telling you to stop. I'm just saying
No.
that what I'm saying is actually the truth of the matter is the fact that you are able to do what you're doing right now in your life at 26 years old is totally fucking impressive. It's totally fucking impressive. Like the fact that you're able to go to Arm Wars and do what you did,
Mhm.
and that you're living, you're smoking cigarettes, you're whatever, you're drinking beer.
Living the life at the same time.
Yes, I mean, like you don't understand this, but you were in the fucking glory days right now. You really are.
Oh yeah, for sure. I agree. But honestly,
I mean,
like it all depends how you play on the table, right? So like, if you've seen my match, I go crazy the first few hits, and if that doesn't happen, if I don't get the win, then I calm right down, and then I just hold them and breathe. So like, I don't go crazy cardio wise. So
well, that
works
makes sense considering you smoke fucking cigarettes.
yeah, I know exactly, man.
Oh, fuck's sakes.
I mean,
Yes, long story short. Would John Therrian be better if he didn't smoke cigarettes, didn't drink, train properly, didn't have to
100%.
work? Yeah. But
but who
he's
gives a
whooping a
fuck?
lot of fucking ass, doing whatever the fuck he wants, and still enjoying his life.
Absolutely,
Exactly.
That's it. That's it right there. That's it.
But will you ever see a roofer that doesn't smoke?
Yes.
That's not a smoker. That's not a roofer.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't have a license.
Okay, well then, yeah. Okay.
They just didn't like smoking. They said it was too expensive. My younger brother, while being a roofer, quit smoking cigarettes because cheese was so expensive. I'm not kidding. The duckfoot quit smoking so he could have his cheese.
No shit.
Yeah.
Cheese is better than cigarettes.
It is.
I agree.
Well, ask your toilet.
Well,
Ask your lungs.
Yeah.
Yeah. John,
And your heart and your organs.
you think I would have beaten Frodo? Because originally that was the talks. It was me versus Frodo.
you're way bigger than him.
The
not
thing
the
is
question.
with Frodo, I think the reason it got him is I managed to get him on my side of the table first. So like I was quick to get into the winning position, and after I was here, I managed to place myself that even if
Have you tried watching your matches? Because you ended up there, not here half the time.
That's a good point.
You're
Yeah.
just like out there, just like, fuck it, I'm too strong.
So
the question is, do you think I would have beat Frodo?
You gonna hook him?
I think it'd be a good match.
You
Do
gonna
you
hook
think
him?
you would beat me? Look at that cocky shitting grin. This motherfucking
comment.
prick actually
No
thinks he
comment.
beat me.
What he doesn't want to say because he's nice, Bear Man, is he'd whip your ass.
Honestly, I don't know. I've never had the chance to pull a beer, man.
That's not true.
Hey, that sounds like a match that we should
Did
make.
we ever pull?
Yeah.
We
Where?
did.
Yeah, we've arm wrestled 3 times, like 3 different times.
No shit.
Yeah.
You must not have impressed him very much, Spear Man.
Well, never in real matches. Always after pulling.
Practice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
This little prick thinks he beat me.
he beat your ass. He beat your
Man.
ass.
After
No,
a
honestly,
night of
I'm not
drinking 65 fucking pints, I take a wet pile of shit bigger than you.
Hey, John Therrian is gonna fucking hold you in a hook and fucking smile at you, Beer Man.
So, John,
Yeah, it's just like you're gonna beat me at the fucking trivia, and
So
the
Joe-
South's gonna beat the North.
So Big B, last time I pulled Joe Fox, I was at 176 at Nationals in 2019.
Yeah.
And I beat him pretty comfortably. But now Joe Fox is like 220 pounds. Fuck
Yeah, I
yeah.
was gonna say he's
Was that
pretty big now.
Saskatchewan? Manitoba.
That was in Alberta
Alberta.
at the West Edmonton Mall.
Oh,
Hey.
yeah. Okay.
But like he was super light then. Like he was.
No, he's put on a lot of weight since then.
Yeah, I don't think I could do much against him now. Like he's like 220, if not heavier, looking like crazy strong. So
Yeah.
I don't think I could do anything with him now.
I'd take that match with Joe.
I'd still take the match. Like I said, I'm not scared pulling anyone.
As if this little fucking French prick thinks he beat me.
I think
Is
he
that
beat
a real
you.
thing? Look, I know you asked Alan for a match. You ain't never asked me for a match.
Yeah, because I'd rather drink beers with you than fucking arm wrestle.
Look, buddy, I will take all of your money, 3 out of 5, and then drink your beers.
Oh shit, eh?
Hey, we just got somebody in the chat. I don't know if you've ever arm wrestled this fella. His name is Jake Charles.
Oh shit, Jake.
He says that Evan would beat John, and then he's laughing at you.
Probably, yeah. Jake, I thought you were cooler than that. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Well, John, you didn't name your dog Jake Charles, and I did.
Yeah, you did.
I really did.
I'd like to see a hook war between John Therrian and Beerman.
You can't.
Hook war.
You
Right,
realize that John's a little person, and there's weight classes for a reason.
Yeah, that's like 6 weight classes away from me.
Like,
look, you can lose
John
some weight
literally
there, man.
asked me for advice on getting better.
You can lose 20 pounds, Beer Man, you fat fuck.
No. It's more like losing.
You can lose trivia, you dumb fuck. Shut up.
Roy was pretty confident with the trivia. He was very confident.
He was. Well, you know what? So was I. And it turns out only one of us is right all the time, and it's me. Not only did I have the most points, I also answered the most questions right. The only reason Eric was even close is because he was answering 3-point questions right. The couple I was wrong with, extra points.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
The
you
rules
haven't
were rigged against me. So quit your complaining.
against you.
The biggest question point thing was about arm wrestlers in the South. And I sat out and it still won. There was fucking 17 questions about a movie that one of your teammates was in.
Yeah, Cobra. Over the top, right?
Oh, good thing you had Cobra. John.
Yeah.
Fuck you, man. Seriously.
How much do you weigh, Evan?
240.
245?
Yeah, I see.
Stop eating bacon, you fat fuck.
Yeah, I need to eat like double the McDo now.
If you were 245 and walking around at the same body fat content that you are now, I would withdraw my argument. But you're not.
No.
You were a tiny little person. Now, realistically, if I was walking around the same body fat that you are, I'd be about 190. So I'm not that much bigger than you. I'm just fat. And I still fuck you up.
Sounds like you want a match here, bud.
Well, I do if you think you're going to fucking beat me and you want to put some money up.
I never said I'd beat you. I still want a match.
I asked you if you thought you were going to win. You motherfucker, you said yes.
It's not about
smile that big and expect people to think that's not a yes.
He just wants a match, Beer Man. He's not concerned about the outcome.
Man, this motherfucker's letting teas get to his head.
I can see him hooking you like this and just like
every time this motherfucker's got a big matchup, he's calling me asking for advice. And now he's saying he beat me.
He will.
Now, I know we didn't actually cover this because John didn't remember any of our practice polls. He did pin me on every one of those practice polls.
I didn't even know that.
I have never pinned John Therrian, and he has pinned me every time we pulled.
You were probably fucking hammered, though.
And it's practice, and I don't give a shit.
No.
Hey, what's your record against me in competition?
We never pulled in competition.
Oh, in something. What's your record on me in practice?
Yeah.
You've got way more pins on me than I do on you. I know that.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a dickhead. I practice. At practice, I'm not a dickhead.
That's when you achieve your best form is at practice. You're not a dickhead then.
What are you trying to say, Roy?
His normal state is that of a dickhead. That's what I'm saying. But however, he doesn't be a dickhead at practice because
Man, I want to shit on Roy for everything he says, but he's right there. Man, if that was a question on trivia night, you would have been doing all right.
Yeah, I would have won. I would have won.
That was the perfect answer.
John, seriously, you got to get up here and get some training in with us.
Yeah, 100% for
Instead
sure.
of that bullshit Sudbury crew that you go fucking deal with. Is
No,
there anybody
honestly,
good on Sudbury's team?
But I have Brandon Ormo, Brad Wade.
Besides Brad Wade, Brian DeZarmo, and Conrad Roussel, and John Therrian, who are just like four of the top guys in their own weight classes, the team sucks.
It doesn't matter who I pulled against, honestly. Like, I can get a training with anyone. Like, when you get 10 guys pulling, like, I just stay on the table as long as I can. So, like,
well, realistically, the Sudbury team is probably the very best team in North America that's not high hookers. The funny thing about that is not one of them is a good arm wrestler.
Brad's a good arm wrestler.
No, he's not. Brad's strong as fuck. Those guys suck dick and fucking pussy when it comes to arm wrestling.
Isn't Brad the guy who pulled the tag team match with Pork Chop against Todd Hutchings?
No.
That's Brian DeZormo.
Brian.
Yeah, that was Brad.
Brad Wade's a 154 dude.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That he leaves his wallet in his pocket to weigh in to make 154s for national. Because he doesn't want to weigh 147 when there's a 143 class, right? Like, he doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't really train. He arm wrestles a bit. And that's it. And the dude has just been top 10 North America at 154 for fucking 15 years.
Brad is another guy that if he'd go out there, he'd fucking crush in North America. He'd be at world level.
Well, he's a world level guy. Like, he was ranked in the top 5 in North America several times in the last 15 years, and never left Canada.
No, exactly.
You know, he doesn't give a fuck that much. He's went to 2 nationals?
Yeah,
15 years, being the best guy in the country. He doesn't care. He likes to arm wrestle. He shows up to the ones he can.
Yeah, exactly. Brad cares even less about arm wrestling than me, probably, and he just goes out there and just destroys everyone.
Yeah.
He's the exception to the rule. He won the MGC Pro Division in his first year. Right? Like,
so funny.
He would beat Roy with no problem.
That's not saying much.
It's so funny,
dude. Roy's best attribute is trivia, and he lost to me.
Which means obviously I fucking suck.
He lost.
Right? I mean, I would fucking off myself if I lost to me in trivia. Oh.
Yeah.
Look, if some dude named the Beer Man beat me in trivia, I would go take a bath with my toaster.
Well, I understand your perspective, Beer Man. I do.
Now, Roy, I need you to understand this. I only keep bringing up that I beat you in trivia because I want you to feel bad about yourself. In no way do I want like the fans to realize I'm not stupid. I enjoy my persona.
So having people believe you're stupid is really a good cover. It really is.
I should have put money on this. You would have bet for sure. Am I not good at convincing people I'm a dumbass?
You're really good at it. It's like you're a magician, Beer Man.
I'm a savant.
I
actually am a dumbass that just knows dumb shit.
That lost to Bowen.
A beer somewhere.
Oh.
That never happened, you fucking pussy.
Oh, yes. Bowen fucking smashed you.
You know what? You go pull Bowen.
So I would.
I
I
will
would love it.
after he
Right.
pulls Colin.
And I'll laugh at your results. And I hope the internet shits on you as hard as they do me.
Sign up the match. After Bowen pulls Colin fresh for fresh, I'll show up and pull Bowen right-handed. I'll do it. Do
You're
it.
still gonna lose.
Fuck, I'll beat him. I'll fucking hook him and fucking smash him. What are you talking
But
about?
when you go like this and say hook him,
Is that
I'm gonna hook him. He's like, I'm gonna hook him, man.
I'm gonna
that's
Jerry
the
Cataract
javelin.
hook him.
Javelin.
I'm gonna Michael Todd hook that motherfucker.
I will beat Bowen after he faces Colin fresh for fresh. Just
No,
sign
no.
the fucking match up, beer
You
man.
won't.
I will.
There's a better chance of me counting toothpicks better than the Rain Man.
I outweigh him by a lot. Come on.
I would
Right.
love to take that match. That shitty bitch after he fucking pulled calories. That'd be fun.
I like Bowen.
Hype up the match like he did.
I like you
know
even
what I mean?
less.
I like Bowen. Fuck. I mean, as much as people want to shit on Bowen, hats off to him for he just goes out there and he does it and he doesn't give a fuck. And
Dude, he is a shitty bitch, cuck, fuck. Anything that he's involved with, I don't even listen to. I don't even turn it on. I'm telling you.
okay.
Like,
I like
he's-
Ryan.
If he's in the promotion,
like
I'm paying for it.
Blue.
None. It's it. It's a wrap.
I like him. I like the fact that he just goes out there and he puts it out there and he goes for it and he's not afraid to fail.
He puts his old lady out there too.
Okay, I don't know what that means, but okay. But
Sounded very direct. I don't know.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm kind of curious
Big
now.
B.
I'm going, okay, is there videos of this, Big B? But
I
Wait,
don't know.
is there
You have
videos?
to ask his team. I'm sure there's a few floating around. The Reachers probably got a video of him getting a reach around while Laughlin's beating in the
Is that
corner.
where the
Who
nickname
knows?
came from?
Probably. I'm going to assume so. That's
Jesus
exactly what I'm
Christ,
going to
this is
assume.
out of hand.
yeah, this just took a turn. It went zoop that way.
Well, I don't know about any of that
Yeah,
shit, but I do like Ryan Bowen as a person. Like Blue,
Yeah.
not so much. You know, the whole YouTube personality. I've said this 1,000 times.
No.
He's a good
I don't-
dude. I like hanging out with him. His YouTube, not so much, but I have arm wrestled him. I do know what he's talking about. He's not a bad arm wrestler.
He's
No,
a lot,
he's
and he's a
very
lot better
technical.
now. He's a lot better now than he's ever been.
I have
think.
lost a lot of matches in my life, you know, as has everybody that arm wrestles except for John. John, have you ever lost a tournament in your weight?
Maybe. I don't know.
he has
with
to
my
think
left-
about it.
I've
With
seen
my
you
left,
lose
yeah.
before, but never in your weight class.
If yes, it's over 5 years ago. Yeah.
Even then, I don't recall.
You.
I don't remember.
Like you beat Mulvihill.
Never said anything.
You
weird.
fucked up Mulvihill's arm like real bad when you guys pulled at the MGC when you guys were both still amateurs.
Yeah, I remember that. Well, I didn't remember that. He told me after he fucking crushed my arm 2 years ago.
Well, I remember that. Well, like when it happened, he came off the table. He's like, "My elbow's fucked." I'm like, "Well, pull out." He's like, "Well, no, I still have matches." No, if your elbow's fucked, pull out. So
Yeah.
It's not that bad. But Mulville's a funny cat. He will never tell me how bad it is.
Mm.
So
But he should. He should.
Right.
For longevity purpose, he should. He really
Yeah,
should.
but so Brandon has the mindset to go to the top. So no matter what's gonna happen, he's still gonna fucking push. To the
not
limit,
if
right?
he fucks his shit up.
No, but that's his mentality.
Anyways, even the chat, Jake Charles agrees. We don't think you've ever lost an event at 176.
What weight was I pulling Jake Charles? Because I remember Jake Charles used to beat me a lot, right?
At 87 at the arm melter.
Okay, and that's a while back too.
Yes.
Jake Charles, that's one guy I wish.
Well, it's a while back since Jake Charles has been able to make 187.
Yes, I agree. But like Jake Charles was one of the best bowlers in Ontario, under 200 pounds. He could beat everyone too. I really wish he would come back.
Apparently he was beating you at 198, but Jake has been around for a long time. That guy's got more youth national titles than most people have national titles. You know, He's been around a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And he was one of those guys, like at 18 years old, he's fucking up everybody. He's at the top of the ranks.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
And then there's Jake.
But at 76, I can't remember one time that you lost. Well, one event.
Maybe. I don't
also never seen you show up to an event that George was at.
I've never pulled George ever.
Now, there was a couple of times where you were at events and George was there.
Super match.
Your event, and you said, I'm not pulling today. I was just here to watch.
Super match.
Pussy.
George and John, super match.
I would love to, honestly.
That's like a different kind of puzzle you have to figure out.
Yeah. George is just a fucking crazy ass guy. But honestly, I've never got the chance to pull him. I've after pulled with him multiple times, but never got the chance to pull.
After pull with George, not me though.
What's that?
What a fucking dick.
Yeah, but that's good because I pulled with George about that was at the Bunkers tournament maybe a month ago.
Yeah.
Just before Arm Wars. So yeah, that's another thing too. Before Arm Wars, I pulled 2 weekends of crazy super matches before going out there because I had no fucking clue I was going out there until Neil messaged me. So next Arm Wars, I'll make
You're welcome, by the way, John.
What?
You're welcome.
For?
Talking to Neil.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking
you're welcome.
Possible.
Thank you.
So when are we going to have a super match, Bearman versus Neil Pickup?
Well, right after I whoop fucking Paul Shield Maiden.
Yeah.
I'm going to continue on my has-been ass whooping tour, and Neil's getting it next.
Hey, that's it. Hey, look, Bearman, if and when you crush Paul Maiden, you have to cut a promo and say, Neil Pickup, you suck, I'll beat your ass.
You know how much fun that's going to be for me to do that?
Do it.
Neil Pickup doesn't even talk about arm gods. Like, he hates them.
No.
That's a real thing. Neil Pickup's a dick.
Don't say this on
Paul Maiden is a bigger dick.
Are you sleeping?
Ask his gray sweatpants. Neil Pickup and Paul Maiden are very good friends. And Neil won't even promote his buddy's fucking league because Paul's such a dick. I don't like Paul.
I would love to see you and Paul go at it.
It's happening.
Oh, that's who you're pulling. Oh, okay. I met Paul at the Arm Wars, so I just remembered who the fuck he is now.
That's who I'm pulling in January.
No shit, that's gonna be a lot of shit talking.
Shit talking. If that motherfucker gets in my face, I'm gonna fucking plow him.
I know, dude. You look small beside him.
I look small next to him.
Don't get DQ'd before the match, Bearman.
No, JT's all drunked up, talking shit right now. You can see him giggling. He doesn't even mean what he says.
Nah, I'm just getting Evan going.
I'm gonna fuck that dude right up. And if he breaks rules and touches me, I'm gonna fuck him up again.
And then you're gonna send his socks to Roy, right?
Yeah, take his socks off, Beer Man.
You want some Paul Maiden socks?
That's how you establish dominance: is you beat the fuck out of a guy and pull his socks off.
B, is that real?
I don't know, man.
Could be.
Like, man, I'm drinking champagne, smoking blunts. I'm eating Cheetos right now. Fuck off.
The fucking gummy bears.
The stoners have junk food around.
Either way, Paul Maiden is going to take a shit kicking. And I would like to establish ground rules where that motherfucker's not allowed near me until we arm wrestle. I don't want to be around him. I don't like that guy. He's just a dickhead. And I don't think we're going to get to the match if he's actually face to face with me. Fuck that guy.
I'm trying to think if I've seen him, Paul.
He beat Redbird.
Oh, did he?
At Arm Wars.
Mm.
So I'm going to go and whoop that dude's ass for the Redbird.
Yep.
You know, that's my
Redbird.
friend. You can't treat him like that.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that guy. I just don't like him. I think he's a cocky fuck. You know, all of his stories that he tells, it's like he's a douchebag to his friends. How do you have fucking friends when you act like that?
Is it like him and Anya would be like friends, or?
No, I don't think either of them have friends. Neil won't even talk about his shit. He doesn't have friends. Paul Maiden is a fucking loser. Fuck him.
Period, plain Jane.
Yeah. Points of ellipsis. Fuck that guy.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you think that match's gonna go?
Me against Paul?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna laugh at him. Ref's gonna say go. He's gonna realize that he fucked up. That he should have never asked for this.
Are you doing left and right?
He conveniently retired his left hand when he found out he was pulling me.
Okay.
Joke's on him. My right's better than my left's ever been.
That's good.
Well, not really, because I'm going to have to really slow down to make it look close.
Against who?
Paul Maiden. It's just, you know, I want to do this match, and it's kind of a big deal. It's the headline of Arm God's first big event. You know, Marcus is putting a lot of effort into making this a good event. And then he's got me versus that shit pump as the main event. So I got to kind of carry it, you know?
Yeah.
I can't just fucking crush him.
At least consider the possibility in your head that it might be more of a match than you think it's going to be.
Yeah,
Just
but it's not.
Well, okay, it may not be, but just think about, go through that in your head. Go
Roy,
like,
stop with your underestimating the drunk one.
I'm not.
I am the drunk one.
Okay.
And I do what I say I'm going to do, including whoop your ass at trivia. So you can underestimate me at that. Now, this is something people know I'm good at, and I'm telling you what's about to happen. I'm going to fuck this dude up.
You may very well, and I'm not saying you're not going to. However, as part of the preparation for this whole event, you should consider that what if this is a more of a match than I think it's going to be? Just
What, you
think
think I'm going to show up not ready to fight?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying think about all the possible eventualities. That's all I'm saying.
Right. No, I get it. So right back to you thinking I'm a complete idiot and I live next to you.
I don't think you live next to me. However,
It was a dig at you being from the South.
The jury is still out on whether or not you're a complete idiot. But you definitely don't live next to me.
So just because I believe I'm going to run through this dude,
you might.
I am going to train as if I can't.
Yeah. Train like he's going to beat your ass. Like he's stronger and better, everything.
No, I'm going to train like I want to enjoy playing with this motherfucker. And the thought of tormenting Paul Maiden is way better than the thought of winning.
Yeah.
I do not want this to be close. I want to laugh at this prick.
So what's your weights in preparation for this?
What do you mean?
You've always said you'd rather just do table time and not lift weights. Like you just rather do that. Like lifting weights sucks. You don't like it. You hate it. There you go.
I mean, I got that shit right here.
That's it.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you are
doing reps. It comes together. I have been receiving results that I have never accomplished before. I anticipate being clearly the strongest I've ever been.
That's good. It's really good.
Now, I was planning on being the strongest I've ever been with Schoolboy, and I was definitely there. And
are you ahead of that now?
No, but I'm a long way out still.
Yeah.
And all signs are pointing to I will definitely be better than that.
You think you could have, if you hadn't gotten sick, you think you'd have beat Schoolboy?
Yes.
Would you have hooked him?
No.
Top roll.
Yes, but that's not where I was winning the first round. I was taking his hand first.
Okay.
Yeah. I was definitely going to take his hand.
So what do you think about on the heels of the Khaled Schoolboy match? What do you think about you having still, even at this later date, having a match with Schoolboy?
It's a lot fucking tougher than it used to be.
You think you beat Khaled?
I think I would have a year ago.
You think you would have a year ago? What about now?
I'd love to find out. But
you think you could top roll him?
No.
So
maybe in straps.
You're gonna have to hook him.
Outside of straps, I do not think I could top roll him.
So that was what everybody said about like the strategically the analysis of the Schoolboy Khaled match. They were like, well, Schoolboy fucked up by trying to hook him to start with. He should have just tried to top roll him. And it's like, okay, maybe. I understand what you're saying, but he's got a hell of a hand, right?
Apparently, I've never gripped up with him, so I don't know. But from what I see, trying to top roll him without a strap seems dumb, and then trying to slip seems damn near impossible. So it's all about banging in, and I'm pretty good at that. So I would love to do it.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
It's easy to say that it's easy to say that Schoolboy made a lot of tactical errors, and that's why he lost the match. But
yeah, well, Larry's tactically shit, and he got him into a hook. So maybe I could do it a few times in a row. I don't know. We're gonna have to tune in next week to find out if I still like talking to you dumb shits, because I'm going to bed. Fuck y'all. And I'm out.